Oh, how is sound though? Everyone sound good?
Yeah, no, everyone sounds good. Hey everyone, welcome to Tabletop Obscura presents Gatewalkers!
Yeah.
Where everyone sounds good.
Checked
What was
when it
that
opened.
sound?
Yes, we can hear each other.
Well, that's always a good start. I'm
I
trying out
only hear my own
RTX
voice.
again. I'm trying out RTX again, so chat, if my voice is a little bit off, please tell me, because then I can switch it back to, not using RTX. Because I get the feeling OBS is doubling up on the sound cleaning. Which I feel is unnecessary, but OBS gonna do what it do. But, how is everyone? Fuck, I did it again.
Pretty great. I did some chocolate today. That was very enjoyable.
Some chocolate?
Yeah.
Gotta love that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. I went and fed a friend's cat and then thought it was missing. That was also very exciting. Not fun exciting, but I wasn't bored while I was there, so...
Ugh.
was a good start.
Caught you again.
Gotta hate when you think you've lost an animal you're meant to be looking after. You're like,
Yeah,
oh
exactly.
damn.
Isn't it?
Yeah. There's this, like, futon couch, and it's, like, in chair mode, and it has a little shelfy bit behind it that
And
it's
that's the
sitting up
spot.
on that. So I looked underneath the futon several times. But it's against the wall with its like up on this little ledge. Yeah.
I mean,
But
I'm
meanwhile,
sounded
he's just
before
like-
you put down the futon.
Panic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hilarious.
So how has everyone's Easter been?
Oh yeah, it's Easter.
Aw.
I downloaded Guild Wars 2 again, so that should explain everything.
Nice.
No.
No?
No.
No.
Nice.
No.
Yeah.
I hid eggs for my kids for the first time this year, and by golly.
It was an experience.
Oh, it's just fun watching them walk past them while they're like hidden in plain sight.
Hee hee.
You're just like trying not to giggle. You're like, where's the chocolate?
I know the last egg hunt I went to, someone had actually just wrapped a bunch of normal eggs and hid it amongst the chocolate ones.
Oh, that's worse.
I hate
That's
that
pretty
thing.
funny.
I know that there's still a chocolate egg in plain sight that the children have missed.
Well,
Did
that's
you
I
make
present
a little-
remember it.
Did you make a little map or a list of all the eggs that you hid so that
I
you
wish
can be
I
sure
had
that
a-
they were all found?
Yeah.
Like, we have a dog, so we gotta make sure they're not at dog level.
Yeah.
They're all above dog level, but
Yeah.
My favorite is finding the chocolate eggs at Christmas.
oh
Mhm.
no.
Mm-hmm.
Just going,
Like, hmm.
No, hey Dad, I found a couple more eggs. He's like, oh, that's where they were.
Powdery.
Ooh. Nothing wrong with a little chocolate bloom, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
What you're getting there is more chocolate.
I've been playing the Rogue Trader video game. That's been fun.
Oh yeah. How's that?
I think they got the difficulty right.
Mm-hmm.
It came out really buggy, but they've been working like nonstop to patch all the bugs. But
Yeah.
Yep. Doing
I'm
a lot of
pl-
balancing
I'm
and
in-
stuff.
yeah, I've been playing it mostly on normal with the odd little bit of changes for difficulty, and it hasn't been like, oh, I'm being slaughtered.
Mm-hmm. Important.
Yeah. They got the vibe right from what I've seen thus far, though. Like,
Well, the vibe is kind of like 90% of Warhammer 40k in the universe.
Mm.
so
you don't
seeing
get
if
the
they
vibe
got
right-
that right, if they got that right, it it's like, okay, this is good.
Yeah,
Are
some
you
of it
doing it
feels
for
like
the
a
hive?
the
Hive? You doing it for the hive? I don't know if the hive's in there or not.
Hive cities.
For the hive, I believe you can be from a hive city. I haven't encountered a hive city yet. I'm not that far into it yet.
Aw. I'm excited. Let me know how you go.
Well,
I
that's
need
all
to
medicine
convince
half.
before I buy it.
It's very wordy.
That is Alkite games in general.
Mm.
They're very classic in the tradition of like the CRPGs of old.
Mm.
Or at
Yeah.
least that's their intention.
I know that it was kind of jarring at first because you go from the fully voiced prologue into essentially 5 minutes of reading without it afterwards.
Wow.
Like it doesn't taper off; it falls off hard, and then you get certain points where it's like this whole entire section is fully voiced, and it's like
They couldn't pay their voice
is
actors
a
the
bit
whole time.
Yeah.
jarring.
No,
To be fair, it's very wordy. Like a solid 50% of their income, their build up goes to the voice actors. Like that's how expensive it is to.
Yeah.
See, okay, now here's what I want. Next time they do a game like that, or a company does a game like that, I want them to have one of those big, like, intro things, and only have half of it voiced, and just cut off, like, a hard cut off in the middle.
Be like, you want to see more? Give us more money.
Well, no, not even that, just so all the players will jump on and be like, I think there's a glitch in the game. It's like, come out, and the voice acting just cuts off at random places.
Like, no, that's all we can afford.
Hey, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
I've hit a couple points where I'm like, they changed the script there, but they forgot to change the voice line.
Yeah,
It's not much, but it's there's a point where it's like where the text says cultists and the voice line says pirates, and it's like
Yep, you're like, ooh, foreshadowing.
Well, what is a pirate but a cultist of the ocean?
Yeah.
well, I mean, in
bad.
40K, they're pretty much the same thing a lot of times. Most pirates are cultists because they fall into the dark powers.
Sorry, there was no thunderclap, so
Fair.
evil laugh had to go in there.
Yeah, how's that not on your soundboard, Matt?
You've been practicing.
Ominous.
I always practice my evil laugh.
Bad horse, bad horse.
God. As for me, I've been playing Warframe when I have time and writing when I'm doing stuff. God, I word well.
Nice.
But no, I've been playing a lot of Warframe. I joined the Dwarf Down Under last night for some Warframe times. That was very fun.
Fantastic.
Otherwise, it's been hard at work for future projects that I'm currently working on. We have, like, I think it's up to 4 new gunslinger subclasses.
Oh,
Wow.
We're also working on another 2 or 3 firearms-based archetypes that actually don't have anything to do with gunslingers. Except, stealing a couple of feats from there. But that's what additional feats are all for in archetypes.
Are we looking at like some of the action compression that makes guns feel nicer under the gunslinger?
Some of that,
Or is-
it's more for... There's a couple of firearms that don't really use or utilize the reload actions that gunslingers come with. For instance, an air repeater has no reason or use for gunslingers reload.
Yeah.
So I'm currently developing an archetype that makes a lot of use of air repeaters.
Now, is that a plain archetype, or are we talking about like class archetype?
It'll be a class archetype.
Oh, okay.
Not a class archetype, a normal archetype.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, it won't be altering gunslinger. You could be a fighter and take like the arrow trooper archetype and be fine. Air repeaters are not bad. They are simple firearms that anyone can use. They are only perceived as bad. They can be cool.
Yeah,
At least
because
they can be cool.
air repeaters don't have. Do they have the fatal trait?
Not bad.
They don't. They don't have the
That's
fatal
why-
trait. They have capacity, and the standard air repeaters have agile.
They sound bad.
Look, they're not great, but I was sitting down and thinking about it, and I was like, there's actually some really cool concepts that you could pull out of it and do some really cool stuff with it. Yeah. They have repeating, no capacity. Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I am also working on a
BB gun, yeah, well.
Yeah.
I'm working on an archetype that I'm currently calling the Pepper Grinder, which works off of using the Pepper Box pistol.
The pepper.
Nikki, no.
That's where my mind went.
Mine too, don't worry.
Oh god.
I'm
He does
excited to
this.
see where that one goes because
He's baiting us.
Pepper Box is so fun.
It's a lot of fun already, but it suffers from similar problems when it comes to actual gunslingers.
Mm-hmm.
All that said, I'm trying to think if there's anything else in the way of announcements. I have a Rusthenge game that will be coming up in the future. I'm not sure when, but someone in our community, who will remain nameless because he's a jerk, fully funded the Rusthenge module. So I will be running that in the future. I'm looking at Wednesday nights, but we'll see how we go.
Fantastic.
Rusthenge is only like a 1 to 4, so I'm hoping to grab some people who are a little bit newer to Pathfinder, so we can kind of give them like the, here's how it plays, here's how awesome it can be. What you
More
are being told
content
is dirty
is always
lies.
great.
Oh well,
If you
that's
want to
the
know
other
more
thing.
about it, hit that follow button
And the social thing. Where is that?
Yeah.
right
you
here,
know-
baby.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Click the bell for those notifications on.
Yeah.
If you can't watch live, there's the whole YouTube.
Oh yeah. VODs akimbo.
Yeah.
The VODs have actually been doing really well.
Fantastic.
So thank you for everyone on YouTube who is currently watching this. Hello there and hi, and thank you for the support and everything.
You are seen and appreciated.
Throne you can give money to.
And if you could, since you're in the future, send us back some lottery numbers for right
Yeah,
now.
that'd be great.
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be really nice. Yeah. Thank you.
Also, Jeremy, it's time to go to bed, okay?
Yeah.
YouTube
Yeah.
will save your progress on this video. You can watch it in the morning, okay? It's 3 a.m. You should sleep. All right.
You're just gonna mess with some poor kid.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just, oh my god, he's talking to me.
I wish I could say that was original, but I stole it from John Oliver.
Lie, cheat, steal, the GM way.
Hell yeah. Well, before we get a full-on start, we've started to do the thing, particularly with this stream, where we just briefly introduce the player and the character, and just a little bit of a factoid about the character. Who went first last week? I don't remember.
Bill.
I think I did.
It's been pretty.
I
consistently
get very
big.
excited.
To be fair, I think we get pretty excited about hearing about Compostifer too.
Yeah.
So I have a friend who is like a professional stand-up comedian, and we will get together every now and then, and she verbalizes all of the jokes that she's thinking about, and I'm like, no, that's not a outside joke. That's an inside joke, not a stage joke. That is horrendously inappropriate.
Yeah.
And I've been riffing on Compostifer's fun facts in turn, and she's like, no, that's morbidly horrifying. Don't say that out loud. Oh, okay. Fair.
That's an inside
Very
fact.
funny. Yeah, exactly right. It's been very fun. But segueing into that, I am Bill. I play Compostifer. I'm T.S. Crooney in the chat. Compostifer is an undead investigator. We're all still level 1. Compostifer, for now, yeah. Oh, foreshadowing. Compostifer is, he has a real fondness for like insects and creepy crawly bugs. He's aware that they're like part of the whole ecosystem, and he will go out of his way to try and protect them. Well, not necessarily protect them, but make sure that they don't come to harm. And if it's a little
Don't
cold,
step on the bug.
he's got like a little warm spot in him somewhere
Why?
that he can like tuck him in and keep him warm in overnight. Yeah.
See, that was so wholesome.
So wholesome, and then it just left turn.
let's be real. It's not.
It's not like a
just
patch of anaerobic decay or anything. It's like a little warm, fun patch.
Yeah. Well, there's also probably the point where
He
it's not just oh, I'm gonna put you in here, and then when you're warm, take you out. No, there's probably like
they're breeding in there. It's
dozen
real.
different kinds of bugs that are currently chilling in Compostifer at one time.
He forgets sometimes, but he would be mortified to know that he forgot.
If you're cold, they're cold. Put them inside here.
Exactly right. Juliet gets it. Thank you.
Just eat the spiders. Yum yum yum.
Also, they help with the compost. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone wins. Everyone.
So, who wants to follow that?
Nobody. Let's just continue.
You know what? I'll follow it because mine's slightly antithetical. Probably worked this out already, but Veliana is very. Oh, actually, I should go. Hey, I'm Andrew. I'm J-Reach in chat. I'm playing Veliana Scordata, the human witch. Now into the fact. Veliana is very much big on personal appearance and appearances of how the party comes across.
Oh no.
So,
Well,
yeah,
I'm
so-
sorry.
yeah. Yeah. She's somewhat given up on Compostifer, but in doing so, she's probably a bit more strict on literally everyone else.
Mm.
Like, I can't really help there, but I can put a little bit more extra effort here and there.
Hmm.
Luckily, it's Felix and Tara, so not much needs to be worked there, but she's very much into physical appearance. She's got like full-on grooming kit, blah blah blah.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Nicker.
Okay, I'm Nick. I'm Mata Maxwell in chat. I play Felix von Fabra, the elven fighter. Felix is part of the nobility and a cousin of the queen. It's said that the queen of the nation Kyonin is a big fan of her familiar, which is a falcon. It's one of the only times she gets to have some free time to herself is when she's spending time outside with her falcon. To kind of not exactly mimic or spending time with her, Felix started enjoying the time of birds as well. The second he saw a penguin, he knew that was the bird for him.
Nice. Yep.
Aw.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
Definitely
horrible.
Typically penguins.
Exactly, penguins, yes.
Ah.
Is it because they wear a little suit?
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah, they are very, very highborn, aren't they?
And
Very
they're
dapper.
like they have that air of dignity about them,
Mm.
sliding around on their stomachs.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
I mean, penguins are
IRL
the
worked
only-
with penguins and they are not dignified.
well, penguins are the only animals who have emperors.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, well, okay.
See, now I'm just
Alright.
imagining a giant penguin on a throne.
I think kings as well. Is there? There's
There's king
isn't there?
penguins,
Yeah.
there's emperor penguins, fairy penguin. Oh, sorry, little penguins they're known as now.
Oh, really?
Yes, they changed their name.
We need fairy penguins now.
I think
Pixie
there are.
penguins?
The first world.
I think there are emperor tamarins. Just FYI.
Oh, I was just spitballing off the hip there, bud. If there are other animals with emperors, feel free to correct me.
Fit like several tamarins in a box and then just drop kick the box. It's fine.
See,
Those,
Damn.
those
Now I
guys are
just
little
want-
bastards.
now I just want to see a court of emperors, and it's just a bunch of animals sitting around a table.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mhm.
Every
Yeah.
denoted emperor animal.
All right. And Tara?
Well, I guess going back to that whole appearance thing, Oh, sorry. Hi, I'm Nikki, and Tara Starborn, the
Nikki.
champion. I'll be Cauliflower in the chat. Or Melancholy in the other chat, I think. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that.
It's fine.
But Antara is... She carries herself very confidently. She always has her goddess's symbol proudly displayed, even in her common wear. And she's always very proud and neat in her appearance, but it's not like that weird, pretentious uptightness about it. It's just... you can tell she
Fastidiousness.
puts in... Yeah.
Yeah.
She puts in effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's usually a pretty optimistic person. She's, a little bit, she wants to make a good impression. And she's, like, quite an approachable, optimistic person, but when she's lost in thought, she looks really stern and serious, and, yeah,
Fair enough then.
pretty much her.
Well, I guess to write it all out, my name's Matt, or Matthew. Some people call me Obscura. That's mostly because in most nerd groups there's usually 3 or 4 Matts, and it's just easier that way. But I am the GM for this evening, and for pretty much this entire channel. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. But
Now we're gonna host a revolt soon.
just someone takes over the channel. God,
Oh,
imagine if I got a hat. Oof.
Yeah. I'm so doing a midnight takeover session one week.
Do it.
Just do it.
Well, there was the Abomination Vaults trivia night we did.
That's true. Yep.
You ran that one.
Mm-hmm.
That was very fun.
Yep.
But with all that done with, who remembers what happened last week?
What's your fun fact, Matt?
Yeah, Matt.
I'm a Leo.
Hey, all right.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
Yeah, very cool.
I was hoping for some NPC facts, but I'll happily take Matt facts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, look, considering how this tonight's session is going to be starting out.
Oh.
Bleak.
What?
I was just like, yeah, she's very dignified. I wonder if she's dignified while falling to her death.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very stoic look on her face as it rams into the cobblestones.
No,
Right.
the fun fact here is actually the NPC fun fact is this is the fastest NPC has killed a.
Yeah, Juliet asked, does Pathfinder have star signs? I assume the Cosmic Caravan have have a pantheon of,
I think it's 13.
Yeah.
Star signs.
Ooh.
If I remember right, they're all based off the planets. Don't quote me on that though.
Mhm.
But each one of the planets has its own symbol that's associated with it, and it lines up with the old schools of magic.
I think we all need to figure out what our character star
yeah.
signs be.
Absolutely.
It's like the Cosmic Caravan and how a lot of it's how they interact with each other.
I'm
Yeah.
posting it in Gatewalkers discussion.
Fantastic. I will figure
Yeah.
out what Compostifer's star sign is before next session. That is an
But
easy
let's
fun
just
fact.
have
well,
let's just all go with star signs next session.
Yeah,
That's the,
love
yeah.
it.
Fair enough.
Oh, that would be too easy.
Well,
it would be, but it'd be thematic.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
say your star sign and explain why those attributes are relevant to your character.
Yeah.
getting us back on track, however, who remembers what happened last week?
Ooh, pulling up the notes.
I know Felix
fun
got pretty bad
facts.
hurt.
Felix threw a rat out the window, but it had wings, so it was fine.
Yeah, it did.
An
Felix
unnamed
is like, not
druid
after I was done with it.
guided us to the Greenleaf Forest House, which was named by gnomes. We met a snake guy named Rafon.
Yep, briefly.
Who was briefly, yeah, it was very brief. Then we went into a very dirty room with a Grimple gremlin named Pill. Made fun of Felix, and Felix proceeded to throw him out a window.
He was fine though. He flew it off.
That's a pity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We met
Met a
Chibs
pair-
and Bowfoot.
that was later, but yes,
Oh,
we
okay, sorry.
met 2 fairies who went unnamed because we never
Oh,
asked.
that's right. Yeah.
Who wanted sugar. I gave them flavored water. They were not a fan of that. but we
Yeah,
We
because
would
you
use
used
it against them later.
prestidigitation. It wasn't even
They
actually
saw
flavored.
through your artificial flavorings.
yeah, compostifer blew up.
Yeah, that's true.
That is very true.
Because the fairies accepted the drink, we bound them, sent them off to fight Bolan. Apparently, one of them found him, and
Should
he
be
used the heal spell. The other one did not because they're directionally challenged.
Oh, he used a healing potion.
A healing potion?
That's right. Yeah.
Well, that's a loot item we don't get. Thank you, Matt.
But it's
I
also a
mean-
loot item he can't use in the fight.
Yeah.
That's when after that we met Chips and Boatfoot, which were two more fairies, and they agreed to play us some battle music, which they didn't.
Yeah. Good point.
Did you call for them?
Oh, nah, semantic bullshit, Matt. They knew the deal.
They were waiting in the wings. They knew.
Mm-hmm.
And after the music I played for them, that natural 20 deserved them to be on their shit.
You got a maestro's instrument.
Yeah. They deserve to be on their shit.
Oh god.
Yeah, met Bolan.
Mhm.
He's really far out, dude.
Hey, it worked.
We took down a wizard that was like
Oh,
peeking
yeah.
through the hole.
And with a
peeking through the
gross-
hole
Oh
in the
yeah,
road
I
as people were
specifically
open.
did not write that because I did not want nightmares.
Elf one, yeah.
Yeah, he had some. He had a fursuit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for people who've actually read the book, I deviate somewhat.
Really?
But that's not a deviation. Everything Matt said right in the book.
Yeah.
It's canon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have the
Oh,
book
it's a
open in front
deviation,
of me.
but of a different kind.
God.
Bolan escaped out a window after some fighting.
Mhm.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
a big scaredy cat.
Thought he did.
Yeah. And Felix followed, kind of snipping the line a little bit. And Tara went to follow, and we shall find
Can
out.
I just clarify the following there?
Please.
Yeah.
So, Felix went down during the fight with Bolan,
Oh, yeah.
managed to heal him up, and then the first thing he does is jump out a window after the big bad guy. Of course, and Tara's like, dude, no! And follows.
I just fixed that.
Now, the real question is, have you learned from your mistake?
Oh yeah, no, fuck y'all now. Sorry, no. I love you all, and I'll definitely support you and probably jump out more windows if I survive.
I know I will.
Oh my god, no, please.
God, are we gonna have another
I'm gonna put you on a
campaign?
leash.
Gonna-
Gonna
What?
get one of them mum backpacks. We
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be for Compy. No.
So,
Yeah.
where we open tonight's session, everyone has 2 hero points because they were given to you before this all began, before the session began.
Thank you, Sirkin.
But where we begin, Antara,
Yeah.
there's a
No
couple
music.
of moments.
Freaking serious.
There's a couple of moments midair when you reach out for the windowsill when you feel like you have a little bit of grip, but then there's
Mhm.
that sudden scramble as your fingers slip and you start to fall.
Yeah.
And there's that quick glance down as you see how far the fall is going to be. The book says that it's 50 feet.
Holy dooly.
But as you fall, as is the case of such situations, your life begins to flash before your eyes.
Oh no.
Your
It's gonna be really
childhood.
boring.
Your childhood.
Childhood trauma.
Your adolescence.
Mom, I'm so sorry.
Becoming an adult. Seeing an arch, a gateway, opening up before you. And the sights within it drawing you in as you walk through.
And then it just kind of goes blank. Holy dooly. Sorry. Oh.
You okay?
Yep. It loaded and it scared me.
That's fair. The shapes in the darkness, they're indistinct. You can't really make them out. You're also mounted upon some creature or another. Also,
Chad, is that you?
Also kind of impossible to figure out what it is. This all feels vague, indistinct. Like a half-remembered memory of something. But you do have the sensation that you're the commander of this army.
Oh.
That you're the one giving the orders.
Onward.
And as you look out further, you see more indistinct shapes in the snow and upon the cliffs. And you can't help but feel a sense of anger and rage at the creatures that are kind of assembling against you. But as you're about to make the command to charge, you see lights start to flicker before your eyes. A ribbon of light, like the Aurora Borealis itself.
This time of year? Sorry.
Confined to this area?
Wow.
And a voice comes out from the Aurora itself. No, not again. Not after I fought so hard to get you back the first time.
Right? Poluro?
And you feel yourself pulled back to that moment, falling further down. As you feel your body suddenly become indistinct. Ethereal, almost. Like a ghost, but made of light.
Oh dear.
And it is not until you are back through the window that you retain your physical shape once more.
Does this count as my deviant ability?
Yes.
Cool.
If you want to get into the mechanics of it, sure.
I was just wondering whether I'd need to roll a thing about that because of the eerie flicker.
Whenever you use the deviant ability, yeah.
Well, give it a roll.
What
Just a D20.
to roll? Just a 20?
Yep, it's a flat check. Nat one.
Oh my god.
At least it's not in that one.
That's very true. That is very, very true. That said, I do believe that is your turn over.
Twice as good. They're not wrong.
Veliana! You did see Antara kind of fall into
No, I didn't.
oblivion. That's right. Yeah, you're too far from the window.
Yeah. I see nothing.
Well, Composter is obviously upset about something.
I imagine Composter gave the play-by-play.
Yeah. Oh my god, she's falling!
She's going down. Wait, she is not.
Okay, I come to here. The line's gone, I assume.
Yes, the line is gone.
Veliana frowns, turns back to the desk. I'd like to go through the desk.
Like to go through the desk?
Yeah.
I know it's going to say cabinet, but it's not a cabinet. It's the desk.
The dagger is in here, but there's a few healing potions. Well, a couple.
Always handy. Pocket them.
Yeah.
A desk
Can I
cabinet,
pocket
yeah.
both of them?
Yeah,
Matt,
you absolutely
in this turn.
can. Yeah.
Cool.
Move action, interact to search,
Mm-hmm.
interact to put away.
Cool.
Alright.
Yeah, that's me.
Bolan! Well. The first thing he's going to do is he's going to kick the cistern using one action.
Is that some kind of manipulate action, perhaps?
For the purposes of this, yes it is.
Neat.
Do your reactive strike.
Am I targeting him? No, I'm not. Now I am.
Oh,
Dang.
first 2 rolls of the session, and even combined, it's not over 10.
You're actually going to keep that?
You know what? You're right. Why settle for mediocrity?
Yay!
I mean, you didn't have to go the other way.
I did.
$16, that also interrupts his manipulate action. But he is going to try again anyway. As he gives the reservoir a sharp kick, and we see the various pipes that have been laid out here start to hiss and sizzle. That will happen soonish. I need Antara and Felix to make a reflex save for me.
This is probably going to be important for Antara, because she failed the flat check. She's frightened.
I'm what?
Frightened 3. That's the backlash for
Oh,
for your.
I did have
Yeah.
prone just before, but it's just been removed from my character.
Yeah, I gave you prone because you were falling.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
but
both
frightened 3.
Oh my.
I mean,
Reroll that.
how about I put the friend?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
There we go.
Nice.
So 20.
Nice. Good
That will
reroll.
still be a success, even with the -3. I will put that on you though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I assumed I was still kind of prone, but
Pretty much getting up on your legs pretty quickly, or up on your feet.
yeah, with that reflex save. Whew.
But and Tara, you will take half of that. Felix, you will take the whole lot.
Dead.
Oh my god.
And for his final action, and we move Felix in the initiative. Hey Felix, you'll be on top now.
Woo!
Yay!
You've
Just how he
built
likes
yourself
it.
up.
Some word's already gone. Compostifer.
Veliana, Felix is down. We could get there if we ran all the way around, but it'll take a long time.
I have an idea.
What?
Okay. I can. Yeah. Okay. So I'll send I can send a healing potion with Dalnex over to Felix.
Oh, excellent. Good
'Cause
idea.
I assume I can only. I probably only had was able to stow one of those with actions and have one in my hand.
Yeah, 2 hands.
Mhm.
Yeah, so one with one hand, have one in your other hand. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. So then I can pass it to Dalmax, send it over. Yes. Cool.
All right. I will devise a stratagem for no actions.
Oh, think. Gets me every time.
Hope I'm right.
Wait, no, roll that time. Roll.
Man, hope I'm right is such a compositor thing to say, though.
It's broken. Oh well.
Yeah, Jin updated recently.
I'll just do this. Okay, it was terrible. I think I'm gonna start running.
You're gonna start running?
I think that's my best move. I got 3 actions. I can just move. There we go. 1, 2.
Oh, we're getting the waypoints.
To there.
To there?
Yeah. Might not be a good call, but I'm going for it. That's my turn.
Go Chibi D10.
Alright. And Tara!
Gestating an idea.
Still probably kind of shaken from what you just experienced. Adrenaline is already kicking in.
Yeah. Is it a will save to try to stop the scare?
No, a friend just will tick down at the end of your turn.
Okie dokie.
Fighters just get bravery.
Yeah, well.
You'll eventually get a thing that allows you to tick down Frighten a lot faster.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's fine.
Well, I still have 1 focus. Oh, do I heal Felix or do I try to stop this
Ooh.
guy?
Classic.
No, I gotta heal you first. I'm gonna use the lay on hands. Felix. There we go.
Thank you.
No, you're just badly injured.
Woo! Wounded 2.
Alrighty.
2. Okay.
Um,
You have 2 actions left.
yeah. Yep. Sorry, I'm just trying to get everything together. Okay,
Oh
we're
no,
going
look,
to...
this is a tense situation. He's trying to get away.
I'm going to stride to him.
Yep.
And I don't have enough time to draw a weapon or anything. Can I just try to grapple?
You can grapple. Alternatively, you could try to shield bash if your shield's out. Or your shield should be out.
Yeah, I was using my shield, but I kind of just want to prevent him from getting away.
You could
Well-
try tripping.
Well, both would be athletics.
Yeah, which... Let's give it a go. Let's try an athletics roll. Let's go. Okay, whew, we're gonna do this, please.
That's good. That's not bad.
Would have been better without the frightened, but come on.
Unfortunately,
Frighten's better
Antara...
than dead.
No,
Yeah.
that is very true. Unfortunately, Antara is still shaken from the visions you just experienced.
Fumbling.
You're still kind of fumbling. The adrenaline can only do so much to get you moving.
Yeah. Just, dude, I'm as confused as you are how I'm even here, but please just stop.
Which is funny, given the flavor text of the mild black backlash, which is something inexplicable touches your mind, leaving you with lingering horror.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not okay. It's okay, I've seen worse at night.
So I don't think the other players actually saw what you saw.
That's worse.
But,
He did not.
Antara, that's 3 actions.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. Your frighten will tick down to 2.
Wonderful.
Veliana.
There we go.
Okay. First action, I hand the potion over to Dalanax.
Yep.
Take this over to Felix now.
You got it, boss.
My first, as a free action, I cast Patron's Puppet.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Your patron temporarily assumes control of your familiar. You command your familiar, allowing it to take its normal actions this turn. Your command does not have the auditory or concentrate traits. Your patron simply moves its agent directly. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
That's definitely new.
Neat.
Yeah, it used to be just you. It used to be it just moves.
And then he's gonna mount Felix. Oh wait, Felix is mountable.
He's brought a potion to Felix.
One action to interact with Felix to make him drink. Well, Felix is conscious now, so
Yeah, but they'll free up actions for Felix.
yeah, that's very true.
I would appreciate it. Just like a little dragon comes by and pulls a drink in my mouth. Hell yeah.
That's
Oh,
a good
good
time,
buddy.
right? Oh, that's a good roll.
That doesn't seem right. Is that right?
And it was 2 lesser healing potions.
Neat.
No minor ones, just lesser.
I'm perfectly good now.
That's one of us, man.
Yeah.
I will attempt to high five, but remember he's a tiny creature and stop myself.
He will whip around with his tail.
Hell yeah.
That leaves 2 actions for me.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think I just got. Yeah, I just got running already.
Chat's being significantly unhinged tonight.
Oh, what do you mean
Never
I can't go?
Never stop, chat. We love you.
Yeah. They seem
There we
to
go.
love Felix.
That's you done, Viliana?
That is me done.
Felix!
Felix will get up. He will grab his weapon and he will move over here. And that's 3 actions.
Alright, nice and easy.
Dude, don't keep fighting Felix. Christ. I worry about you. Christ.
I feel so good right now. A dragon helped.
Pathfinder, Christ.
Like, listen, you also helped, but there was this dragon.
Yeah,
We did?
no, I get it.
Never
No.
seen him before.
You absolutely have. It's fine. It's
Okay.
controller.
And Tara, you've used a hero point, haven't you?
Yeah.
No composter and Tara. There we go. Well, as for Bolan, this is
Yeah.
gonna suck for him so bad.
Yeah.
Step.
No.
No.
No?
He
He's taking this
stepped.
step action.
Oh, step. You are right.
Then he interacts to open the door.
Man, I wish I had reach.
As he starts to make his way across the bridge.
Didn't even close the door. Thanks, man.
He did not have the actions. Capostafar!
That's me. Alright, well. I can see him now. So that's something.
You can in
I've
fact see him.
Yeah, I've still got a crossbow in hand. I'm going to, as a free action, devise a stratagem. I'll use it. Apply effect. Will it roll?
You might need to take it.
I need to target. There we go. Got it.
It's good.
It did the thing. 12's not terrible. That might hit.
I believe.
What's the range on a crossbow? 60?
120.
Jeez.
Crossbows have a ridiculous range.
I mean, that's just true in general.
Yeah, alright, well, I'll take a shot from here, I guess. Load. Shoot. Strike. Use the device stratagem. Thwap. Take this.
Takes 6 damage.
Yeah. Get off the ruler. And move to here.
Alright, so a couple of
I
things
will
will happen.
Shout back to Veliana to let them know that he's on the catwalk. He's heading our way.
Well,
Yeah.
a couple of things are going to happen all at once. One, Bolan will take the damage
Mm-hmm.
as the crossbow bolt goes through his thigh. 2, I have to check out something about Composter. Yep. 3rd, Composter, as you make your way across the bridge,
Uh-huh.
it is a little bit too late that you notice the ropes that have been weakened.
Oh no! 'Twas I who will fall to my death.
I need you to make a reflex save.
Absolutely. I got a... Oh, I'm gonna use a hero point.
That's fair.
What did I roll? I rolled an 8. Yeah, I'm gonna use a hero point. Ooh,
Fucking-
one better. Yes.
Oh yeah!
Look at me go.
All right. Composter. All right, I just won't move the dial then. The bridge snaps, but it kind of snaps in the center. I need you to make another reflex saving throw
Yep.
to use the reaction to grab a ledge.
Oh, it's much worse. I will use another hero point. Yes.
There we
Marginally
go.
better.
Nickel and diamond my way to success.
And with that, you manage to actually grab a hold of one of the slats of the bridge.
Fantastic. So I am now like 10 foot down and on a ladder sort of
Yes.
thing? Yep. Gotcha. And probably slammed into the side of the building or something.
That is correct.
Yeah. Harrowing. And I will do that as well, because that definitely happened.
Oh, absolutely.
Remind me to pick that up if I live.
All
Believe in
right.
you, buddy.
And Tara,
Hey.
it's your turn.
Felix.
He seems intent to run.
Yeah, Felix, please stay behind me.
Have you ever heard of the elven legend Leroy Jenkins?
I think Felix has more HP than you do right now.
Yeah, he does. I was trying to move 20 feet, but it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Is that alright? 10, 20,
Yeah,
cool.
you'll have to wav point it because it's trying to go through that tree trunk.
Yeah. I couldn't figure out how to walk point because I had silly billy.
Are we having an epic showdown on a rope
Oof.
bridge?
Draw. Yeah. Yeah. I live dangerously. Let's go, buddy. Just give up.
That's a hit.
Nice. Good hit. Here
Come
we
on, buddy.
go.
He tries to
Just go
bring
down.
his staff up to protect himself.
Just go down.
And with that, your sword
No.
goes through his staff, snapping it in twain as he crumples to the ground.
Yeah.
He
Hey, way to go.
slides, still conscious, to the side of the bridge, and he is holding on.
Can I try a reflex save to grab him? Or something?
This is your opportunity to choose to either save his life or to kill him.
I save him.
Okay.
No question about it. I save him.
Yep. An interesting choice because I don't think anyone can physically see you.
I know.
I think I might be able to argue line of effect.
Yeah, catch a little glimpse through the window.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We'll put it this way,
I,
though. It would not hold up in court.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
I was going to argue it next when it hit my turn because I was going to say, am I close enough for, like, do I see enough for magic missile to apply? Not make
wow.
terrible.
I drop him and then I'm like, I could let you die, but I'm not going to. Don't resist any further. And then I start pulling out my
we're
healer's
chill.
kit.
We're chill.
Yeah.
Yay.
Did it.
All right.
Wind.
Felix, I know you're mad. Just let me get him not bleeding anymore.
Oh,
Okay.
dear.
That's not me.
Yeah, I thought it was your dice, and I was like, we're gonna have
Valiana
issues.
looks out over the gap and is like, you gotta be kidding me.
I'm getting there, I'm okay.
Yeah, you got this.
Looks over to see Comp, be like, oh my god.
With your 21, you'll be able to climb up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt. Meliana, mumbling and the odd curse, climbs down the ladder and goes the long way.
That's fair enough. I will drag you over.
Thank you.
This bridge is actually safe.
Can he at
Cool.
least take off the stupid headdress?
I'll probably ask to, like, drag him inside, or at least somewhere.
Drag him inside, take him somewhere
Wouldn't-
safer.
Not in the
Yeah.
building we just came out of. I'd be worried he'd try
Yeah.
to escape.
Yeah, drag
Yeah,
him
let's
down
just-
to, like,
Let's
down
go over
here.
here.
Yeah.
Easy done.
What's
That
with
bridge
you
is
all
cool.
in destroying the pathways that I need to follow you guys with?
Basically fireman carry this dude.
Nice.
And I'll attempt a healing check to stop him from bleeding.
Alright, give me that medicine check.
Just
administer stopping
first
him.
aid.
Yeah, technically. DC 15, I think. Yeah, he's good.
Ooh, just hit it.
You're no longer frightened, by the way.
Okay, cool.
So, you stabilize him. He is yours to question.
What the fuck, my guy?
What do you mean, my dude?
I'm not your dude, guy.
You're not my guy, dude.
Thank you. You too.
Fuck's sake.
This is getting us nowhere.
Why is it that my brain
Okay.
cells die when I speak to you?
Yeah. Okay.
We're here for the artifact.
Oh, it's long gone.
Where did you put it?
Oh, I didn't put it anywhere. I gave it to Mr. Slim.
Who the heck is Mr. Slim?
Hey, that's terrifying. Cool, love that.
Who is Mr. Slim? I will let them take you back over that bridge. And they aren't as
we wouldn't take him over to the bridge.
they're not
he's
as
good.
nice as I am.
That's too much effort.
Give me an intimidate check.
Yeah. I don't think she'd follow through with it. He doesn't know that.
No,
I'll aid.
absolutely.
You should have done it. You're scarier.
Only by marginally.
Never mind.
There
Are
we
you
go.
on the same
Yay.
scary? So that would be one higher, so 22.
I will take you back over to the bridge. I'll let them take you back over to the bridge.
Hey, no need for all that. We
Yeah.
can all be friends here. It's fine.
And tell us where the artifact is, who you gave it to, and how to get it back.
I gave it to Mr. Slim. I said that. I'm pretty sure I said
Who
that, didn't I?
is Mr. Slim?
You don't know who he is?
I mean,
He's a
clearly.
he's a
No.
local legend, man.
How to get it back?
You'd have to find him.
And where would we find him?
Oh no, my dear. He finds you.
Okay.
And how can we ensure that we're in his call book, per se?
Well, he just found me. So I don't know. I mean, you found me. I'm sure you can find him too.
Did Mr. Slim approach you wanting the artifact?
Oh,
Why would
absolutely.
he deal with a shitheel like you?
What did he give you in return?
Good
Oh.
question.
He's gonna restore the curse.
Ugh.
Huh.
Oh, so you're,
I'm looking directly at Antara now, and it's just like, huh? Okay, yeah.
You're making it very hard for me to stop my compatriots from killing you.
He's the
so
one that made
you're
it originally.
also a racist.
Oh, good. That's excellent.
But no, this time
Felix.
he's gonna make it stronger. It's gonna be so much better.
Felix.
I
Felix.
just want to know if he can bounce. That's all I want to know.
Felix.
Just
Felix.
make me that will save that.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Felix.
Just
The druids are going to torture him for what he's
yeah,
done.
that's right. By plus 40.
Yeah, but
Nice.
I'm not the druids.
I'm sure they'll let you
Holy-
watch. Can we
I rolled a
please?
natural 20. It's fine.
That's
Yes,
not okay,
I-
Matt.
Yikes. We'll get this guy back to the other Oak Stewards. They can have their way with him. They can probably get more information out of him than we can, and they probably know some creepy ass druid magic to slowly torture him with, I don't know, little
we've got-
squirrels or whatever.
We've got time as well. We can hang out in the town, and you could help them as a contractor.
But let's just
I-
get him back to the Oak Stewards, please.
1 second. I would like to try something. And this is both me as Veliana and Andrew saying I would like to try something.
Okay.
As long as it doesn't kill him.
Wow, there's heaps of
This is
text.
this is probably stretching the spell farther than it can go.
Yeah.
But join Pat.
Whoa.
I'd like to see what Mr. Slim looks like.
He'd have to be willing.
Yeah, that's why. I want to try this. But if I knew it wouldn't work,
Well, look.
You want to deceive him, right? Deceive him into being willing.
I mean, I can do it diplomatically or.
Yeah.
Now,
If you want to attempt join pass,
yes.
because he might be willing to give this information willingly, if not accessing his full knowledge, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you want him to make a will save?
I'd like to attempt asking first.
Coerce him into being willing. Yeah, alright.
Pretty sure no means no.
I'd like to try something. This will ensure that with this I promise that Felix will be hands off on our trip home.
I look personally offended, but okay.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Yeah. Can do.
Ooh.
Alright.
Damn.
Well,
I believe what you're saying.
Bolan says, you know what? Of course, my dude.
I'm not a dude.
I just sort of lean down closer to him as I finish, like, closing his wounds and just be like, if you hurt her in any way with this spell, I will end you personally. And just stand back up politely and start cleaning his blood off me.
So, you're using Join Pass.
Yes, so so I bring our touch my forehead to his.
Aww. I know that's the
and-
flavor text, but that's still so cute.
Actually, I could just use my hands apparently because it's two creatures, so I could touch their foreheads.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be me.
Just
Aw.
flick it.
Ow.
You could take a piece of mirror and press it against his forehead so you can see your own face in his head.
I assume you mean flat side, but
Yeah, I don't mean like I don't mean
Just
stab
the
him with it
mirror
or anything.
stab it into his head and go,
No,
that's what you
I meant,
think.
I meant the nice way.
The nice way. Oh, I see. Well, he succeeded in diplomacy. He's pretty happy to share the information. You get taken back to a memory of a meeting on the edge of the forest. You have sensations of Bolan being kind of dejected with, him trying to advance the Oak Stewards, but they don't understand. Where a figure steps out from the shadows of a tree. It's there that the memory starts to twist. As if the memory itself is being distorted and corrupted.
No. Enough of that now.
That's not me.
If it hurts her, it will be your fault.
No, it's just annoying.
Mm,
Eh.
As
I
you
will
get an
annoying when you
image.
learn
oh, put
Nope.
it back.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope, no.
okay.
That's
Put that
the-
big
oh, fuck.
thing
What's
back
that
where you
guy
found
got?
it also help me.
The Beast from
Oh,
Over the Garden Wall.
Garden Wall!
As whatever this creature is, the slim starts to kind of peel out from a tree, emerging. And it is that point where the memory simply ceases.
What did you see, Viliana?
Super terrifying, right?
Fucking hell.
Did you get everything you need out of him?
He's going back to the wardens. The
Oh, of
steward-
course he is. Yeah, no.
Oh. Whatever.
Felix,
You made
I'm
a
a lady
promise.
of my word.
Exactly. You made a promise that on our trip back, I would not lay hands on him.
Or weapons.
Veliana smirks.
No.
That's an unarmed strike. Oh, you're kicking him?
Eh,
Well, our journey hasn't started yet, I think is the point that
I'm very
Felix
much
is
a
making.
words guy.
Yeah.
Matt, I want to hit him upside the head so hard his hat falls off.
Oh, I was so hoping that it was going to be a kick and say, I didn't lay a hand.
so the intention is to kind of knock the mask off.
Yeah, for sure.
As you kind of
Hate his little Oompa Loompa outfit.
as you make the strike, the mask doesn't immediately come off.
And then I fucking shield dash you.
Okay. Just like straight off the edge? Or.
No, just whack.
Just a whack.
Just what are you doing? Stop
Oh,
it.
playing whack fuck.
Well, the unarmed attack is non-lethal, so he'll just go into unconsciousness.
Clarifying question for my notes, Matt. The image you showed was all shadowy. Did it appear to be made of shadows, or was that just it was dark?
No, made of shadows.
Ooh, okay.
But like I said, the memory itself seemed corrupted. The memory itself seemed almost like a shadow.
So after I'm finished coughing up some blood and holding my broken ribs,
Yep.
Define it doesn't immediately come off.
What? Oh. Do you attempt to remove the mask?
Yeah?
As
The
you go to reach for him again, I go to grab you by the wrist.
I'm just taking the mask off.
You hit him again, and I
hit him again. Something weird's happening with the mask.
Fine.
The mask appears attached to his face.
Don't force it.
This is when you get a closer look at the mask and realize that it's made out of natural fibers.
Oh, that's better than what I thought. Thought it was super glued to his face.
His face was the mask.
No, just super glued on. Like, yo, bro, I need to have this on for the rest of my life.
I put this on for Halloween and I forgot how to take it off.
This is my life. But no, it appears attached to his face. The natural fibers of the masks kind of fusing it there.
Neat. I was going to do an athletics check, but I was informed that was no longer okay.
You get the feeling if you did, that would probably peel off half of his face.
And?
And Antara would have to do the same to you.
Fair.
And I'm just gonna, just death glare him the whole time, don't force it. And then when you move your hand away, I'll be like, and if you continue to not understand that you don't attack prisoners when they've submitted, I will continue to fight you on this. Every step of the goddamn way, Felix. I don't give a fuck if you're royalty.
I would argue he had not in fact submitted.
He did.
And frankly, this will just make everything a lot easier for us to transport him.
Now that he's asleep.
He clearly had some kind of magic going on with his silver-tongued words.
Sure.
Valiana is anxiously, forcibly petting her best friend Dalanex.
Oh, that's fair.
Could you both not fight?
I'm glad to stop fighting. I wanted to stop fighting. I don't want to have to fix this man. But if he touches the prisoner again in a way that is injuring him, I will touch this man again.
Not
Valiana walks away while you're
Compostifer.
mid-speech.
Yeah.
Do you have any spare cloth on your person?
Cloth.
See, look, I know what you're going for here.
There's a bunch of rummaging. I have some rope.
I think rope will work, yeah.
Rope can work.
I'll just take a little bit, not
A little bit
50.
is handed to you, and it's sort of fed from somewhere you don't see.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be concerning. But I'll fit it around his mouth so that when he does wake up, he's incapable of causing concern for us.
No,
And
that's
make
fair.
sure he can still breathe.
His nose is perfectly fine.
I don't know how it works with the mask yet, and neither do you.
Oh no, he can breathe through his nose just fine.
Okay.
Well then, back to town, I take it?
Now, Felix,
Hello.
are you okay? I'm sorry I hit you.
I'm deeply wounded.
Yeah.
But no, physically.
Yeah.
But I hold no ill will towards you. You were doing what you thought was right, and I appreciate that.
What I've been trained.
Exactly.
Okay.
Much like I was.
Well,
We
Let's
come
just-
from very different worlds, my dear.
yes, I'm but a mere peasant, but I'm not going to let you kill this man.
Oh no, I'm talking about my time with the orcs.
Good lord. Wow. Okay. Cool. I'll keep that in mind. That
They
does
don't
explain
do a
why
lot
you're
of prisoner stuff.
sure. All right.
48.
Can someone please check on Veliana? I think I may have upset her.
Yeah, she's already gone downstairs.
I'll carry the prisoner.
Well, as I load us all back into Sevenarches, because I'm guessing that's the eventual location that you'll be going to.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's nothing further. I'll grab my crossbow.
Hmm.
There's nothing further to do here.
We're done here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the trip back. Does anyone want to discuss anything?
I forgot about the message on the side of the screen.
Because Bolan's going to be clean out for the whole thing.
Okay.
Huh.
I want to probably do a lay on hands after I have some time to focus, refocus, and heal everyone up that I can, if possible.
Oh, look, with the distance of the wagon ride, you will have enough time. Everyone will be back to their full hit points. It's fine.
Huzzah!
How does that work
Okay.
for wounds?
Treat wounds can be done on the wagon as well, so I'm not worried about that.
I'll do that as
Ooh.
well.
So we're back to full health, you say?
Yes.
Nice.
Very good.
As I go around and heal each of you, I would probably take the time to check on Veliana and be like, I'm sorry that you had to... I know that made you uncomfortable.
It's fine. Bit more strained than usual, but that is her reply.
Yeah. Yeah, don't push it. Just, sorry. And then, yeah, like, with Felix, I'm like, look, dude, I'm sorry. I knew you could take the hit. But you can't be just murdering prisoners that have surrounded, like...
I am sorry for not speaking up. There was never any intention to murder. Just to release frustrations, shall we call it.
Fair. Not gonna lie.
I would not have given him the same mercy you would.
I figured that was my concern. But I hope you're feeling better now. Keely,
You as
Keely,
well.
Keely.
Okay. There is, I did get some information.
Mm.
Oh, good.
Wait until
did
after I
you
inform you before you say good.
Oh.
Heading Delanex intensifies.
Oh, yeah, now that I've kind of calmed... Oh. Yeah.
So, who wants to know a bit more about Mr. Slim?
Please.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
So, the memory was distorted, which is unusual.
Not his doing?
I doubt it was because of time, mainly because I don't know how any memory would fade, given
Perhaps-
what it looked like.
Perhaps
So
they were
my guess,
less willing than we could hope for.
or Mr. Slim is extremely terrifying to Bolan,
Mm,
or they can affect memories.
mm.
But as Bolan remembers, Mr. Slim has 3 eyes, huge elk antlers,
Mhm.
gangly,
Mm-hmm.
made of shadows, and
What?
emerges from trees by skinning the tree.
Oh.
Made of shadows?
I glow a little brighter just to try to fend off the shadows a bit.
That's
Yes.
fantastic.
What would be an appropriate check to think of creatures that could be match that description?
Before Antara you go with your shadow plane lore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use join pass for its intended purposes.
And share that very
And so,
useful with us. Yeah.
yeah, so that will allow you to be, specifically because your shadow plane lore is a bit lower, use it as an aid for one of us.
Yeah.
And so essentially we're tapping into your memories with a bit more knowledge to play around with.
Well,
Hmm.
unfortunately, we're here 7 on the Shadow Plane skill, or Shadow Plane lore. That won't be enough. However, not a critical failure.
Yeah, so that's as for
I'm still a little shaken from my own vision. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's messed up. Dang,
ensuring that my glove is on for my left hand. So right hand touching Antara, left hand gloved will then touch Compostifer. Sorry.
So, Compostifer. Pursuing a lead, because I did say that, it's just kind of a wall of text. So I understand.
I pulled it back off just because it filled everything. But yeah, basically, we are spending well in excess of 10 minutes talking about this, I'm sure. And it is just like a soundboarding back and forward with everyone, going over and over everything that we might know and adding in any extra knowledges that people know about it and just trying to assemble them all into one cohesive picture of what we're dealing with. Yeah. What kind of role would you like me to make, Matt?
I kind of want to say occult lore. You could try underworld lore as well, but the difficulty will be higher.
Alright.
I will point out now, the book specifically calls that the pursue a lead activity.
Yep.
So for all the gather information checks you do for the next section of this adventure, you will be getting a +1 bonus for it.
Alright, fantastic. I will give you an occultism check.
Unfortunately, Antara did not successfully aid.
Dang it. I didn't roll fantastic. How many hero points?
You got the 1.
Yeah, look. Let's do it. Let's try be big brain. No, it's worse! Oh no!
We'll just take that one off.
And I have rolled Veliana's as the only person who was like, recall knowledge? That's a secret check.
I'm kind of, especially when it comes to stuff like this, I'm more inclined to allow it to be open because the results do matter a fair bit more.
Okay, fair.
But Veliana and Felix, you will both succeed on this check, though you're probably not going to like the successes.
Yay!
It is an unfortunate state of affairs that creatures made of shadow tend to be numerous. Though what kinds they are, what forms they take, they're known to shift their forms as well, which doesn't help.
No.
But what you do know is that as these beings of shadow become more powerful, their ability to control their forms and to change them grows. For the most part, they start off as you would expect, the shadows of humanoids. But as they become more alien, as their appearances change, it is a signifier of how much more powerful they're becoming. So, in this particular case, this is a creature from the Shadow Planes of some power. More to the point, if he's truly the one responsible for cursing the city to begin with, then he's definitely a significant figure to be afraid of.
City affecting power.
I mean, it still looked pretty humanoid, so we're still mid.
Unless it likes to be vaguely humanoid.
Larger than life, has huge antlers, many eyes. It's getting there.
But this is one of those things where it will take a little bit more of investigation.
What does, if we can remember, hey, chaps? What was the item that we were trying to get? Do we know what it did? The artifact? Why would this slim guy want it?
It's the Shade Wither key, which I believe is
We weren't told much about it other than that it would be safe for me to hold it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's because it's tied to the Shadow Plane, and I believe it interacts with the Ayadara in a point where kind of like a point between A and B.
And what do you think the ramifications of the Mr. Slim having this object be?
Not good.
Not good.
If
Just
he's
in general.
Are
creature of the
we,
shadows,
are we
and
going to tell the stewards about this?
I think we have to, don't we?
yes,
Okay.
and the curse was the Anubulate curse. Was probably tied a bit to the shadows, given its nature. Being able to connect directly to the plane would bolster the curse
There's a
immeasurably.
reason I left, though.
Not good.
No.
Well, on that kind of bittersweet note, we might go for our 10-minute break.
Big yikes.
But, so I can check in with players and everything else like that. Because I don't think they were really expecting that picture. For those of you who were interested in that picture, however, that is from Into the Weird and Wild by Inkblot Publishing, I believe. I will grab the website for them or grab the drive-through link and put it up there. They did a really fantastic third-party product that is all about running Dark Forest campaigns, and it's system agnostic. I like to pull a lot of inspiration from it, and you may see some of the spells from that particular book coming out into here. But other than that, our players are now level 2.
Yeah.
Level 2, not level 21.
Aw.
With all those happy sounds.
I got so excited I disconnected. Yay!
Oh yeah! Bye.
Yay!
It's less than 10 seconds, so Nintendo can't sue me. Alright, so we will be about 10 minutes. I did warn my players about this beforehand, so they're probably going to do a lot of their alterations while we're on break. I'm going to run the ads, 3-minute ads for Twitch, so hopefully they won't bother people again. Otherwise, we will be putting up the poll, but we shall be back very soon, and I hope to see you there.
See you soon.
Hello, everyone, and we're back.
Woohoo!
Huzzah!
Our players are just doing the final touches on their level up. 1 to 2 is pretty quick, but, we're using the free archetype rules, so it's kind of it's big decisions.
And I have spells.
You do have spells.
Just trying to figure out what I want to put in the third slot.
Speaking of 50-foot drops, who is most doomed from such a drop? I mean...
Straight tie, and Tara and Matt. Actual real life Matt.
Yeah, wow.
Okay.
It feels good that Veliana is not the most doomed.
Hey, you have spells to save you.
No, I don't.
I'm going to give that to Antara,
Oh, thank you.
because this is going to be more of an investigation section of the adventure. I don't foresee me needing to use much in the way of villain points, and I already have one.
Ooh.
So that's how I'm calling that tie. Okay, to respond to Ninzad in the chat, yes, Weird Wild has disease tables. It also has advice on running what are known as point crawls, which are kind of like a hex crawl, but it's, less freeform, and it's more like you have these set areas you can go to. It also has advice on running more darker survival type games where it's like, hey, we understand your players probably have access to like bags of holding and stuff. How about telling them no? Use this instead. It also has an alternative for rations and supplies involving like having to carry campfire wood. It reminds me of Darkest Dungeon. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it.
That's
Also-
a great game.
Also has a couple of my favorite gods in it as well,
Nice.
including one that is just a god who, running away from other gods who are trying to kill and eat him, decided to split his essence amongst the forest and just possessed every living prey creature in the forest. And yeah, he just kind of spread himself out amongst them. And now all the little critters can, speak as one voice. All that said, now that I've done a little bit of advertising, level up. Who wants to talk about it first, as I also kind of do the stuff I need to do for leveling up?
Investigators. Let me tell you a story about investigators. It's not a story. They have like an ability to quickly whip up alchemical things, like self-consumed buffs. I have taken the alchemist archetype to round that out a little bit further.
Just make it a little bit better.
So still fits in with the I'm making up little things, but now I also make some more offensive-y type bomb stuff.
Neat.
Yay, Compostifer can throw bombs now.
Yay!
Welcome.
Yeah.
And I think I actually have an investigator feat for you, Compostifer. I just haven't put it in yet.
Cool. That's exciting.
Because me and my team are kind of working on some stuff to get the investigator a little bit of love, especially when they roll really, really poorly on the lead, on devise a stratagem. But
yes, Ninzard is exactly an evolution of Compy pulling out random items from themselves. Yeah, but now they stink and have potency and poison people and stuff.
all right, well, Felix.
Felix took Brutish Shove so that
Boy.
he can carry on the proud tradition of trying to shove people out of windows.
Fantastic. This is
We love it.
pleasing.
And I'm taking Felix in sort of a not exactly a magic fighter, but like just the general vibe of magic for elves. So for a skill feat, I took Reveal True Name. And I'm gonna go down that path of learning creatures' true names and then annoying them with it.
How very fey of you.
Which is funny because elves are aliens and not fae.
Good point.
Yes, I know you call yourself the king under the mountain, Stanley.
Hey, Josh.
You're not supposed to know my name.
Talking about true names, I just realized Mr. Slim is Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Oh.
To be fair, however, in the book, he is referred to as the Slim.
The Slim.
The Slim.
The
Slim.
Slim Shady.
The Slim, Mr. Slim. I think he's referenced a couple of times as the Thin Man.
The real Slim Shady, please stand up.
Because he's a shadow, you see.
Do you want him to stand up, though?
They was standing in the image.
Oh, he was getting there.
He was hunched over, yet still standing.
Oh, I should also point out that was the
Hello.
lesser of the two images I was going to show for him.
Great.
I had two options there, and I was like, no, we'll go with this one. Also, welcome on in. But, Compostifer and Tara.
I apologize. My cat is currently trying to talk to everyone.
Okay.
She
That's
snuck
fine.
in on break.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
I have blah 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 blah. And Tara has picked up battle medicine and what was the other one?
Skill feat. General feat, I think it's... No, that's 3rd level.
No,
So wait, have I doubled up?
you might get you probably have a class feat as well.
Yeah, or is that the archetype feat that is?
Yeah, you get both.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
so
you can
picked
take
up
you can take a dedication as a class feat if you want.
Okay. I did. I took medic dedication.
Oh
Nice.
man, I can dig it. All right.
So battle medicine, medic dedication, and then one of the archetype feats of the Star Warden dedication, which is custom by our dear GM. Sweet girl. Stuff up.
That stuff.
Everyone doesn't need to hear you, sweet girl.
I'm currently working.
That's a downright lie.
I mean, true. I'm currently working on a concept of archetypes that actually build off of the special materials and things like that. Because although I know that they have some interaction within the system, I feel like you could do more with it. So I'm working on a couple of things. And Star Warden is just amongst them, where there will be a lot of their further feats along in the archetype work a lot with silver.
Mm.
But otherwise, Veliana.
Hello, 'tis I. So I have picked up for my class feat a basic lesson enhancing my focus spells, my hexes, to include the Lesson of Vengeance, which gives me the Needle of Vengeance focus spell. Allows me to prevent my enemies from hurting my friends. Well, it doesn't prevent, but, you know, they get hurt too.
Yeah, I
Which
might
is
send
what
you
they
a couple.
deserve for...
I might send you a couple of the spells from Weird and Wild and see if you're interested.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So, and as we all know, Veliana is a noble. So, skill feat, courtly graces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
And, I mean, she is a consummate student of dignity, etiquette, and fashion, so she's a dandy.
Aww.
Dandy.
Oh, this is rumor mongering. No rumor mongering. This is low rumor, isn't it?
No, it is rumor mongering, and then a later feat is lore rumor.
Yeah. No, I know this archetype. What's with you and, like, blanket knowledge checks?
I don't know! It's not my fault my 3 characters I've played with you were Wizard, with Lord Master Wizard,
Yeah.
into Thaumaturge, into this.
Yeah.
Not my fault.
No, not your fault. at
I
all.
was thinking maybe Inventor, but then we need a caster.
No, that is very true. But Feliano will be piloting an airship before this adventure is done. Hey.
I want this in writing and promised now.
I'm not going to put that in writing. That's not going to happen. Thank you for the reminder, Lucudos. I will put that in for Composter now. Composter has 1 hero point. Alright. Well, opening back up, you will make your way to the Vine Hall, which is where the Oak Stewards make their home. And Lemmo will be there to greet you with her horse. She will not be astride
yes.
but
Or so.
she sees all of you coming and kind of runs up a
I'm
little
still like firefighter carrying the dude, even though he's like probably conscious by this point, just
Just but bound.
Yeah, just bound, just over my shoulder, like,
I imagine in like adventurer school, they go through, what you have to do to restrain a coster. It's fine. But she will come up and go, "Oh, you actually found him. I'm impressed."
Don't be too
You
impressed.
doubted us?
Well, I expected
I'm
it to take at least a little bit
offended.
more time.
Well, Ched's fast.
Ched whips his head. The hair
Mhm.
flows in the breeze.
There's a twinkling noise that's just beyond hearing.
He is a suave horse.
Well, she bids all of you to enter, gesturing where you can kind of unload your wagon and everything else like that. As you'd expect for a druid's stronghold, the stables here are immaculate
Mm-hmm.
and kind of fantastic. So Ched's gonna have a pretty good time in there. But
Nice.
bringing you all into her office, she goes, "So, how did it go? What happened? Do you have the key?"
No.
No, that's apparently been given to someone named Mr. Slim.
I'm gonna look very intently for a reaction on the name.
The color kind of drains from her face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how Valianer looked too.
Oh, so you've heard of him?
I think everyone in Sevenarches has heard of him in some way, shape, or form.
He looks terrifying, by the way.
I've only heard secondhand accounts. As
Um,
far as I'm aware, I know he's a local cryptid. I've seen the after effects of an encounter with him.
Would you like some nightmares?
No, I'm good.
Okay, well, I won't share his visage with you.
I work in animal care. I've got enough nightmares.
Fair.
So
Out of
listen,
character, fair.
we're thinking there's some kind of link between him and this shadow key that you gave us, that you want us to retrieve.
As in, he has it.
Oh well, he's also appears to be made of shadows, so
Don't be racist now.
I mean, if he wants to go home, he can just go home. But I don't think that's what he's after.
No.
from Bolan's accounts, it appears that this Mr. Slim wants to reactivate the curse, the obnubilate over this city, and more powerful.
Look, I knew
Perhaps
you
using
were
the
go-
key.
I knew you were going to say that. I was hoping you weren't going to say that, but I knew you were.
Yeah.
Okay.
I promise you, everything's going to be fine.
Deception.
You know what?
Really?
I'm better.
Really?
I'm better at lying than that. Yeah, really. I had 2 hero points to burn. It's my first hero
Alright.
point this session.
She kind of looks to you and goes, "So you're gonna handle this?"
Spends a second, looks left, looks right.
We all just turn slowly to look at Veliana. Yeah, are you? Well, look, I'm definitely going to be doing something because that's just
Then yes.
dicking it to the guy who is clearly incredibly racist towards my people. And for no
Well-
good reason.
I mean,
There's lots of good reasons.
Literally none.
I mean, thinking about it, if it's supposed to be more powerful, is it going to affect a wider range, or is it going to affect more people?
More races.
It might affect
Probably.
everyone.
I was just thinking elves, but harder.
Of course, you would just think of the elves.
I mean, the effects of the curse usually happen over a course of a few days before it causes death, so I
Maybe
guess
half
sudden.
So we have a few days.
You probably have. Well,
It depends on how long it takes to cast. A ghost like this is probably a ritual of sorts that could take weeks. I doubt it, but it could.
Would a ritual like this be helped if you sacrificed a unicorn?
I mean, well, considering what unicorns represent, it's entirely
Yeah.
possible.
Purity and light. Bolan.
Well-
horses.
Well, we
Oh.
did flaunt a unicorn sacrifice.
Did Russell make it into town?
Yes, we did have Russell.
Good. Well,
We have- He is in the process of being disciplined for his actions.
well, I'm sure he explained that it seemed like a good idea until he realized that it wasn't.
Yes.
Okay. Well, here is the silver-tongued devil anyway.
Well, we'll make sure that he is well imprisoned so we can interrogate him a little bit more. Though
Lovely.
I get the feeling he's already being interrogated a little bit.
I patched him up as best I could, but my compatriot here was a bit upset.
Listen, that hat does not come off.
He did
Yeah.
seem awfully attached to it.
Huh.
Oh, wait,
Billy
really?
understands.
Yeah, no, yeah, seriously.
Oh, okay. I knew he came back different, and the moth came with him, so okay. Cool.
Well,
I mean-
hopefully we can talk to the doctor and see what he...
I was about to say I'm going to pick him up by the mask, but I know that's not right.
No.
I'm going
It's
to
like a
grab it
wedgie
and just
for the
like
face.
very gently,
Mm,
just like move him side to side via
Yeah.
the mask.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Okay.
Mhm.
So now the question is whether he did that to himself willingly or not.
You're welcome to ask him, but we decided that gagging him was the better option.
Oh no, that's fine. Trust me, I
Um,
do understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the
listen,
moment
if
definitely brought us all back different. So I wouldn't be so
Oh.
surprised if that
Yeah.
changed him.
I wonder
Well-
if he remembers anything from the other side, because...
I assume not, but
Oh, I got a glimpse.
you did?
what?
I'll discuss it later. I want to talk with the doctor first.
Well, that feels kind of out of my jurisdiction.
The tree house, though.
Yeah. Wait, he was in a treehouse?
The guys, what's it called?
Yes, it was what was it called again?
The gnomes.
The Leaf House.
Yes, the
Oh.
Greenleaf Forest House.
He had taken it
Oh.
over.
Yeah, the gnomes were evicted.
Oh,
They should
we're gonna
probably-
have to find them.
go back home.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether it was like they're alive evicted or...
I feel like that's one of those things that should probably be taken care of after we deal with this Mr. Slim, just in
Yeah.
case he's in that area.
Well, there's about a half dozen leaf homes within the forest.
This one's called the Green
Are
Leaf
they
Home,
just
if that helps.
unimaginative with the names and just all of them are named the same?
Oh, they
I'm sure
sound better in
Phil could-
gnomish.
I doubt that.
This one was big.
Oh, is it like one of those things where there's like 3 towns in like a province, but they're all like one letter different?
Mm.
Hmm.
What's the name
I'm sure
of this?
Phil could...
What's the name of this
Yeah.
house? It's the Leaf House. It's the house amongst leaves. It is Leaf House.
Mhm.
What's this
Mhm.
one? Tree House. Oh,
This place is called Canopy.
This one's the Green Leaf House. This is the Green Tea House. This is the
This
We
is
call
the
this
Green
one
Leaf
house.
Home.
This is the Leave House, and this is the Left House.
Make like a tree and leave.
now, I imagine all of you kind of need some rest after the day you've had.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
I think so.
I don't know how much I'll be
Sleep will
resting,
help.
but yes.
Well, if you haven't organized accommodations elsewhere, we're more than happy to have you here in the Vine Hall. We can provide your rooms quite easily. You won't have to pay for them or anything. We'll make sure, bed and breakfast, the whole bit.
Sold.
Do you
It
have one that
sounds
has
lovely.
a view of the sky?
Oh, of course.
Cool. Thanks.
Otherwise, I can give you some suggestions of places you could go to maybe find out some more information.
Would love
Please.
Very much so.
There's the Quaking Stacks, which is over here. It's our local library. It was once upon a time a tower, but us druids kind of moved in the absence of its owner and kind of just turned it into a library. I'll give you a special writ so you get access and you can get some assistance from the other druids there.
Do you think you'd be able to get a message to Dr. Etwood? Etwin?
Dr.
Uh,
Edward.
Riddleston, right?
Mm.
We believe he's currently in Kyonin.
I'll see what I can do.
I know you guys tend to be good with the whole little messenger buddies.
That is very true. And she goes over to the window, opens it, lets out a little bit of a whistle, and we see a sparrow alight upon the windowsill, and she whispers a message to it, and it flits off.
Thanks.
I also know there was a recent victim.
Of what?
Of Mr. Slim's.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
They have those, do they?
It
Tell us
happened.
more.
Great.
You'll
Did it
have
happen
to-
within the city?
No, it was outside the city.
Whew.
You'll have to go and talk to him. He goes by the name of People Mosby. I will put that in the chat.
People Mosby.
People are Mosby?
What?
It's just because I have your token selected at the moment.
Ah.
Okay.
It's
Well,
that's the victim?
Mosby.
That was
He's
the
not a
victim.
He's not an ogre, is he?
Apparently he survived an attack, but you'll have to go and talk to him about the details. She gives you the vague directions to his place. It's
I
on the
don't like-
outskirts of the city.
Not
Are
answering.
there any other known survivors in town?
No. Just gravestones.
Oh.
Do you have someone who, like a mortician?
Yes and no. We don't really have a mortician. We're kind of more about, burying people and returning them to nature as soon as possible.
Oh, a coroner. That's
Yeah.
what I was mainly. So we could
Someone
ask them about
not-
the dead ones.
Probably the Quaking Stacks will have the information about that.
Okay.
Otherwise, I know there's some farmlands on the western edge of the woods. I know they're being attacked by shadow creatures a lot more often.
Might be related.
It's not gonna look good if I show
Um,
up there.
Oh yeah, Matt.
Yep.
Did we find out what was causing the weird shadow portal things?
You're pretty sure it was an effect of the ritual.
Okay. Wanted to double check because that was a thing last time we temporarily stopped them, but I wanted to know if we permanently stopped them.
You suppressed it for now, unless someone else starts doing some sort of ritual.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. But otherwise, unless you have any more questions for Lemo,
No, not at this point.
What's your plans with Bolan?
Imprisonment for now.
For now?
Well, rehabilitation is always our goal.
Yeah.
There a
Redemption.
trial process?
Kind of. Nature has its own way of working things out.
Fair.
Mm.
So be it.
Well, he nearly returned to nature when he popped a blade through the chest. Don't worry, we fixed
Mhm.
it.
Look, we'll see to his medicine. You don't have to worry about him.
He should be okay, but yeah.
We have healing magic available. We have good berries. He'll be fine.
Yeah, you've got this.
Otherwise, you are shown to your rooms. These appear to be guest rooms of some sort, so probably not the rooms that the druids normally stay in. Probably reserved for traveling dignitaries, druids from out of town. You know, what do you want to impress the visitors?
Mm-hmm.
As you would expect, all natural materials. Because, of course. But otherwise, the beds are comfortable, the rooms are warm. Each one has a skylight so you can see the stars above. After your request, Antara, they make sure that they put you in the room with the big windows.
Oh, thank you. I'm also gonna have a few extra little twinkle stars up tonight while I try to sleep.
That's fair.
Veliana will cast a spell before going to sleep.
Yeah.
Soothe!
Nice.
That was...
Just to boost your mental defenses, that's fair.
Push the nightmares away!
Well, that is a question. Before all of you go to sleep, do any of you have anything to discuss with each other? You have been through something of an event today.
We had a big day.
Does anyone know how I actually ended up inside of that treehouse?
There was a lot of light involved.
You were falling. I
Yeah.
saw you falling.
I sure
And-
Didn't
was.
see it.
You just fell, I don't know, maybe into a shadow? I can't put it into words.
Yeah.
But you somehow landed above you. I don't know. I thought you knew how you did that. And
No,
was
that's-
going to ask how you did that.
That's new to me too.
Run tactics.
Oh, I see.
Getting
Well, that was lucky, I guess.
Yeah. So you guys haven't you had any memories of the other time on the other side of the gate?
No, but apparently you
No.
have. Which is
Oh.
annoying that you haven't shared them up till now.
Much like Mr. Slim and the Visage. Not great. Not great.
Oh, okay.
And it's still hazy. I don't... Terribly pretentious. I was leading an army.
Is that something you're known to do?
Goodness, no.
Hmm.
Closest thing I've come to being in control of anything is when I shield bashed Felix earlier, and I still feel terribly sorry about that.
Oh no, it was a good hit. Don't worry.
Yeah. Love that. Anyway, I'm gonna have a few extra stars up tonight, so I'm sorry if the light from my room interrupts anyone's slumber.
Sleeping with the equivalent of a sun lamp.
Yeah.
Nightlight is definitely on tonight.
Going to do an experiment to see whether I sleep or not. Still kind of hazy on that vis-a-vis elves.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Hmm.
But no, you will sleep, I guess.
Perhaps.
Unless anyone else has anything else to discuss, you will sleep. You'll sleep well for the most part. Some of you may have the ripples of some of the events of the day for your mind as you rest. Veliana, you'll be fine. You have done the appropriate things to kind of ease the tensions of your mind. There's no need to
Soothe
stress.
myself to sleep.
A self-soother.
It's called a fifth vodka.
Fair.
Otherwise, you'll all wake up in the morning feeling pretty refreshed. Like I said, the beds are comfortable. Breakfast is served in the kind of main hall. As you would understand for being druids, it's mostly like fresh fruits and vegetables, and it is very vegan.
Mm-hmm.
That said, look, I've eaten at a vegan restaurant now. It's actually pretty damn good.
Hell yeah.
So
vegan
not
waffles.
only is it like vegan, it's like ethically sourced plants.
This is
The
their
druids had to
secret.
ask the plants if they were willing to be consumed.
Well, the weird thing is that druids aren't so much against partaking of animals. They just feel that, it's probably a bit heavy for breakfast.
I'm just a fan of the absurdity of going up and it's like, yes, cabbage. May I please partake of your leaves?
Yeah, right, I guess.
I mean,
Exactly.
there are some fruitarians that only eat food once it has dropped from the plant. So
Yeah.
it exists.
All the food served to you today was suicidal.
Yay.
Oh,
No,
Oh,
even better. The chef's just a leshy.
no.
oh no.
Mhm.
It's fine,
You
I
walk
grew it
into the
myself.
kitchen, he's just cutting up his hand.
Yeah.
Shing,
You just hear,
shing,
you just
shing.
hear from the kitchen. Oh, what's the point?
Oh.
Otherwise, you do have an investigation to commence. Well, to further at the very least. Hannibal the leshy. Oof.
So, how would we like to do this? Should we split up or should we all stick together? Because I'd really like to check out that library.
Yes, the
Yes,
library
well-
does seem like a good place to start. And we could
I would
divide and
We've got-
conquer
Have a
there.
buddy.
We've got a library, and we've got someone who may have had an interaction with Mr. Slim, and then we have the farmyards that are being plagued by potential shadow creatures. Is that our three things?
Correct.
I posit to the group thus that we go and speak to our friend who has had an interaction, potentially, with Mr. Slim. In case there is anything that we need to research further after talking to him at the library.
That sounds reasonable.
There.
That is reasonable enough, yes.
Fantastic.
Now, by way of explaining the mechanics for how this will work, this is something of a protracted research thing. So, every day, you'll get a skill check to do things, depending on the location where you're doing said skill check.
Alright.
And you will gain investigation points accordingly. When you have accumulated enough investigation points, I will be able to give you some extra information.
Fantastic.
But if you're going to see Paypal first, I'm just going to call him Pa.
Huh?
Master for Oaks, like I leave for a gold star. Ah,
Yes! Oh, day's already good. It was a little deeper than I'd hoped.
No, it's perfect. Like when a child gets like real into something.
Yeah, they do. They suddenly turn into small demon spawn. And you're like, all right, that's not creepy at all. Yeah. There is a name an NPC in
There
the
is.
name an NPC queue if that was important. But if you're saving that for later, Matt, that's fine.
I am saving that for a little bit later.
Okay, that's fine.
Don't worry,
let
it
us
will come
go.
up.
Are
Talk
we
to
allowed
Pa.
to rename named NPCs, or is it just NPCs that don't currently have names?
I mean,
It's
fuck it,
us-
it's not illegal, right?
It's usually for NPCs that don't have a name, or if I just don't like the name. But I actually kind of like Pa.
Oh dear.
Oh, daddy.
That's
Oh, that's
one
a
way to
soundbite. It's
reply.
on the internet now. Great, love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, clip that shit.
With that.
Right?
Try
Right?
living that down.
Alright. Using the directions that Lemmer gave you, it doesn't take you long to find Pa. Unfortunately, I do not have a picture for him. But once you kind of say, you know, you were sent by Lemmer, you're led in by what is presumably a daughter to where he is lying in bed. Most of his body is bandaged, though most of his face is uncovered. He is missing one arm.
Daughter, is this the result of
That
the interaction?
She nods.
Oh my.
No, he was just accident prone.
Well, you know, I just wanted to check.
an arm, an eye.
All right, like head to toe bandages, except for his face, missing an arm. Yikes.
Hello, good sir.
Oh no.
We come representing the Oak Stewards on a mission of some delicacy. No, that's not right. Of a delicate nature.
Oh, you don't have to be delicate with me.
Oh, cool. We're after information about Mr. Slim.
Oh, I'd like to give him what for if I could.
When did this attack happen?
Oh, last week, roughly.
Alrighty.
Where
Now,
were
I
you
need this
at the
to be
time?
as exact as possible. Was it last week? Was it within this past week? Or was it just past it?
It would be about a week now. Maybe a day or two off, I think. Sorry, I'm still recovering from a massive lot of injuries.
No worries. While they ask questions, would I be able to have something that you were wearing or carrying that day?
Give me a diplomacy check. Oh, I don't think I've got anything like that. I'm sorry, sir. Ma'am,
Look,
sorry.
We might not be able to offer you the opportunity to give it what for, given I refer to
Sad.
you. But if you can entertain my friend Veliana, then we might be able to give it what for. Any little thing could help, you know? I will attempt to turn it around. No, I'll freaking roll the die even.
Turn around. I keep forgetting that it's like just straight rolling for you on diplomacy.
Usually it's negative, but the pursuit lead coming in clutch.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. He will have a think about it for a moment, and his face will look a little bit more crestfallen, and he'll kind of reach under his pillow and will pull out what looks to be a rather large collar.
Oh.
Ooh. We,
Mr. Slim got my poor Shaylin.
I'm sure
Most-
Veliana will take the utmost respect and will return it to you very soon.
Yes,
Best
you'll
mule in the
have it
kingdom.
back to you. Just
What-
in a moment's time.
What was your Tell me a little bit about your pet that you've lost.
She was the best mule in all the kingdoms. So pretty. Never complained about her work.
What a good mule.
I tell
Good
you what,
mules
though,
are hard to come by.
those demons. I swear it.
Multiple.
Yeah, no. Like, I saw Mr. Slim kind of off in the distance, and I was like, oh, that's a concerning thing. And then all of a sudden, all these creatures started attacking, like these dog things. Like
See.
skull dogs.
Skull dogs.
No eyes, just like these black pits.
That
I
sounds
can't run and
Dealt
them.
with those before.
harrowing. And you feel like Mr. Slim was ordering them?
Oh, he was definitely there. I could see him. I definitely
Where?
saw him.
Where was this?
Well, I was on my way out from the markets.
So it was
Nice.
in town?
Oh, no. Like, I was on my way out of town, and yeah, that's when I was attacked. Wasn't within the walls. I don't think the Oak Stewards would have let that go.
I'll cast object reading on the collar.
Alright.
If they were good at their job, they'd also protect the forest around here, but you know.
They've got a lot on their plate right now.
This is only level 1, isn't it?
Yep, it's within a week. That's why I was very
Oh, fair
it
enough.
needed to be within the week. It's
Yeah.
within 1 week.
Nice.
From the perspective of the color, what you do see is you don't see Mr. Slim. You see a much more closer and upfront view as a pair of you have fought these things before.
Yeah, the Gorgas, right?
Correct. As a pair kind of come out from the shadows and then leap at the mule or leap at the collar. Corroborating his story.
But I do not see any sign of Mr. Slim.
No. Not from the perspective of the collar.
Already.
You do feel fear. You also feel a little bit of anger. And also love. Kind of
Oh,
overshadowing them all.
It was trying to protect his daddy.
Well, I'll drop the collar because don't know about you, but getting a vision and then literally get something lunging at your face.
Yeah.
Startling. And yes, chat, that would be a mule named Shaylin.
Ooh.
Well, how else is a mule brought forth but from love?
Alright, Felix and Tara, what are you doing? I've got rolls
Standing
from
solemnly by
Compositor
his bedside, just glowing a little while I talk to him, try to chase away the shadows while comforting, just distracting him while that's all happening. Just,
Well,
oh, why Shaylin? Just small talk.
if you want to give me a diplomacy, I want to say diplomacy, medicine, or religion.
Probably more going. I'm better at medicine, but I feel like this is more of a diplomacy thing, just trying to.
You can use medicine if you want to check out the wounds, for instance. But an 18,
Oh.
but an 18 for diplomacy will do it as well.
Yeah. I figured he was
he answers your question and goes, well, like, you see a lot of mules, especially when you're a farmer and, you're doing your work and you're doing the sales between town. You see a lot of mules, but by far she was the prettiest. Obviously a gift from Shaylin. Definitely a standout.
Very sweet. Well, I'm
Gonna
glad
just-
that she brought you joy, and I'm sorry for your loss.
Gonna just move past the weird thing you've got going on there with a mule. I know this is going to be very difficult to consider, since you were being attacked and everything. But is there anything about Mr. Slim during the attack that you can remember? Anything that might stand out about him at all?
Diplomacy or perception?
Dude, I was trying to distract him from that. It was traumatic.
Perception it is. This wouldn't be hearing based, would it?
No.
No.
This is kind of a sense motive thing. Alright.
17.
Oh.
Well, some further information for you, Intara.
Yeah.
As you're kind of talking to him, you get the opportunity to examine his wounds a little bit closer.
Mm.
Sure enough, it does look like he was attacked by, I want to say wolves, but it would line up with the creatures that attacked you from the other day.
So, not Mr. Slim.
Well, that's the strange part. His arm in particular, like the wound around his shoulder where his arm was removed, looks particularly nasty and looks to be a little bit more, instead of ripped, kind of, I don't want to say rotted, but necrotic. At this point, it's on the mend and it's healing. It's not infected or anything like that, but it feels like it was very much dehydrated. The life was drained from the limb itself.
How did you? And I don't mean any offense. How did you survive? How did you get away? What happened at the end?
I ran. Shaylin gave me the opening and I ran.
Right. Okay. Yep.
I'm having technical difficulties. We've just lost power. I will be back as soon as I can. Sorry.
Okay.
Right.
Bye.
All right. But yes, no. Shaylin saved me. She did her best to fight them back. And that's when, he reached out and tried to attack me.
Mr. Slim did.
Yeah.
And what happened then?
I felt this terrible cold
In your
in my arm, and then I just kept running.
Right. That sounds horrific.
And
That was.
I couldn't help but feeling, I just felt so unworthy. Like, just the thought that popped into my head at that point.
What?
Like I wasn't enough?
Rest assured that I'm confident is mind trickery from Mr. Slim. That's absolutely not the case. You are more than enough.
He looks a little bit sad for some moments.
Yeah.
But otherwise, does anyone have any other questions for him? You suspect you don't have much more information you could pull from him.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. I thank you for your time.
What is it? Just out of curiosity's sake, what is it that you were going to the markets to sell? What do you do?
Oh, potatoes.
You were selling potatoes. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. And you lost your cart, I take it.
We were able to retrieve the cart. Like, the cart was
And-
untouched.
Okay. So your potatoes were still there.
Yep. And I never have any trouble with my potato farms.
And look, look, don't answer if it's too much, but when you went to recover your cart, was your mule gone? Did you recover the body? I know you've got the bridle, but
Give me a diplomacy check.
oh yeah, I'm real good at them.
Oh yeah.
Haha.
5.
He just starts crying.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, that's fair.
I thank you for your time, Kamastva. You can step out now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for all that's happened to you. Yeah. Feel better, chap.
There.
Get well, old bean.
Darkness, thank you for the GM point. I probably will get someone to refund that. I don't think I'm going to be using it tonight. We're kind of in an investigation role-playing side of things, so I suspect I won't get much use out of it.
He heals for
Refund it.
7.
Heal 7? Oh man,
Yeah.
he's feeling so much better now.
Also, he can get a good night's sleep. He won't have nightmares.
At the very least, you hope.
As we go out, I'd like to just have a little word with the daughter.
Yep.
So,
Oh, hi.
hello. Are you going to be okay? Like your
Yeah.
family, I mean?
Yeah. How old is this daughter?
She looks to be an adult.
Old
So,
enough to run a
like-
market, and her family isn't going to starve to death, sort of thing.
Yeah, no, she looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
No. Myself, my husband was a farmhand here, so we'll just kind of take over the duties until he's back on his feet, and he'll be fine.
Yeah, that makes sense. Look, thank you for letting us come in and intruding on your space. It's most appreciated. Here, take this. It's not much, but it's something. I give her like
Silver
5
pieces.
5
5
silver pieces.
Fair enough. She takes them, gladly,
Yeah.
and goes, "Thank you."
How much is a mule?
Yeah, good question. How much is a mule worth?
She kind of says,
Oh, I'm not asking you.
"Oh,
little
okay."
woman. Matt, what's a mule worth in this town?
I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Yeah,
the
fair.
information does exist.
Yeah.
Well, a horse is worth 2 gold. I assume a mule is probably worth less than that. A gold and a half.
Off the top of my head.
There's no actual mule
Yeah.
item.
I know the PF1 ruling was you use the same price as a riding pony.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Yeah, that tracks.
But
Anyway.
Felix, what were you saying to her?
That was basically it, yeah.
Okay. Give me a diplomacy check, Felix.
You got it, pal. $20.
As you kind of asking this, she goes, "Well, I mean, thank you. We've already asked Pa if he wants another mule. I think that's going to be something that is worked on over a long period of time. I'm just glad he was able to get away."
It's miraculous, that's for sure.
Well, others haven't fared so well. He's not the only one to be attacked recently, and Asia didn't come out so well. Tap, 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 tap.
nickel and ham. Huh. You have a great day now.
Yes, thank you for allowing us to intrude. Peace out, Brussels sprout.
Yeah, she thanks you for the time and for the silver, and you part ways.
Prestidigitation.
Ah,
For
yes,
what?
you're with the unclean
Oh,
masses.
Yeah.
Just cleaning the peasant off you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Also, I held a bloody collar.
Yeah, no, actually, that's a good one.
Fair enough. Should have led with that, really.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's also the peasant, but
Yeah, there was commoners on
Full
your shoe.
yeah, there's a little column A, a little column B. I mean,
blue.
honestly, the daughter could do with cleaning, getting better at cleaning up.
Wow. Wow. All right, then. So, where to next?
Library?
Library.
All right. You get to the library. That's never a way for them.
Just as we're standing outside the library, I'm just going to stop, turn to Compostopher. So, how's your reading comprehension coming along?
Fantastic. I'm very good at reading. I read all the time. What are you talking about?
I narrow my eyes at him. Why am I reading you a book every night then?
I like being read a book before I go to sleep.
I'm going to trust you on this, but if that trust is broken...
And the composter looks down and does like a little circle in the dirt with his little leg stump. I don't know all of my animal noises.
Very well.
Felix?
Hello?
I feel that if Compostova was to touch the books in there, we'd probably get kicked out real quick. Look at his hands.
Let me just check something. No, I don't have it.
Perhaps we should buy some gloves before we...
Yeah,
enter the
absolutely.
library. Yeah?
Matt,
Gloves.
Yeah.
I need to go to the local glove stall and pick out a pair of mittens for Compostopher.
That
Just
is
some
easy
reading
enough to
mittens.
do. Yeah, that is easy enough to do. I'm not going to charge you for it, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm just going to point to his hands and be like, No, you take these for free.
And I'm pretty sure they will be added to Composter's inventory.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you
right.
wear those anytime you need to touch one of these books, okay?
I can do that. You know, Danny from the glove store, he was very nice.
He was fascinated by your little digits there.
And he's quite a good glover.
Whoa.
Nope, leaving that alone, let's go.
Arriving at the library. The library over here.
Quaking stacks.
Well, they're called the Quaking Stacks because, as was kind of described earlier, what would be the ruins of a stone tower, kind of spiraling like a snail shell or something to that effect. It appears that most of the bits that would be falling over or had fallen in by now have just been replaced by natural tree growth.
I thought they were just using shit shelving.
No.
So
even as-
the actual stacks themselves are slightly shaking as it's...
Well, it's more that it gets its name from the fact that the tower is on a little bit of a lean, and also it kind of sways in the breeze with the tree. However, you go inside, and you're quickly stopped by a druid librarian. And they ask for, this is something of a private library. Do you have permission to be here?
We
Yes.
show our writs.
Yeah.
The librarian goes, all right. Well, that's easy done.
I have both this and these.
That's even better. I was informed that someone would be coming today. My name is Loreliel Jacans, and I will be your assistant for today. Your librarian assistant? I guess that's the best way to put it.
Oh, yay.
Wonderful. I'm starting to like how you guys deal with things now.
She starts to show you around the library. What's up?
I believe we've got Nikki returned.
Maybe?
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, welcome back.
Sorry about that.
That's fine.
That's all right.
It's not your fault.
Valiana's used to having a servant, so, it's good to have one again.
But yes, you have made your way to the library, and you have a librarian who is assisting you by the name of L'Oreal.
Cool. We get that in chat. I think it's already previously gone, but I don't want to scroll up for that.
Yeah, no, it is already in chat, but let's do the copy pasta. Oh, no. Apostrophe's got it. But
Thank you.
Fantastic.
she gives you the tour, and sure enough, instead of like actual shelves and things like that, the druids here have shaped the wood itself in order to make like nooks and things where the books can be held. There seems to be kind of a balance between books as we would understand them and kind of rolled up scrolls that are more akin to what druids would use.
Just gonna lean back casually and say to my companions, this is based off elven woodworking techniques.
Of course.
Now,
Felix, you steal things too.
But when we do it, it's a more elegant thing.
God.
Eye roll.
Shit-eating grin.
She will turn around and go, now, you have also been given special permission to commune with the library tree.
How does one do
Not
that?
everyone can commune with trees.
Oh no, that'll be my job.
Do this.
Oh.
Unless
What?
unless one of you is capable of speaking to trees, I can commune on your behalf. But the tree, and she gestures to the massive tree that kind of makes up a good portion of this infrastructure for this building, we have found that it's absorbed a lot of the knowledge of the building itself, and the knowledge of the books contained herein. Our studies suggest that they've kind of sucked up some of the ambient magical energies that were left behind by the wizards that once were on this tower.
This is what's known as L space trickery, right? I think I've read about this.
I believe so. I'm not so good with L space as some of the people higher up, unfortunately.
Only
We are looking for information on local cryptids.
Mr. Slim, to be precise.
Well, here's something of a figure in the city.
Yes.
Do you have perhaps first-hand sources? We're looking for maybe newspaper articles about encounters with or similar, not necessarily made up stuff.
Well, unfortunately, we don't get many of the newspapers from Absalom or from Ustalav. We do have some of the local heraldry reports, though.
Any local primary sources would be fantastic.
Additionally, in addition to Mr. Slim, we'd also like to look into any connections to the Shadow Plane around here. Due to Mr. Slim's connection with them, we might be able to draw additional information to investigate.
And I would like to commune with the tree, if that's all right.
That can be arranged. And you? She turns to you, Antara.
Oh, I never formally studied, really. Whatever helps.
Whatever helps. All right. So, skill check wise, I need. Well, these are the suggested checks: academia lore, library lore, nature, arcana, or occultism.
Not society.
Not society.
I
Though
guess if I'm looking at cryptids, occultism.
Yeah.
occultism that works.
So
I'll
normally
give you one of
can
them.
use join pasts to have Antara you be able to use her shadow any of her lores.
I'd allow shadow lore for this. Oh nope, 24 is fine.
Well,
Yeah, that's fine.
occultism.
Yeah, I'll roll. Well, everyone's rolling occultism. I'll roll arcana.
That.
I'll go nature.
Ooh.
I'll go nature.
No.
Apparently, yes.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Gang.
Oh. And then that's my last hero point for the session.
Sorry, that frazzled me a little bit. We had a massive power outage as we were discussing shadow creatures.
Yeah. Timing.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. We didn't actually get any real additional information after that.
Ah, okay.
You were back pretty quick. It was fine. But
Yeah.
Felix,
Hello.
you commune with the tree a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The process is pretty similar to what you saw with share pasts or share memories that Veliana demonstrated, where she kind of places her hand upon the tree and then takes a hold of you. Your mind is kind of filled with a sudden rush of information and knowledge, things that matter and things that don't. But what is your question for the tree?
Who is Mr. Slim?
We feel the tree itself shake a little bit. You see flashes of images of a vast forest drained of color, of shadowy figures moving amongst the trees, but that is about it, unfortunately. And Tara,
Yes.
you kind of lean pretty heavily on the librarian assistant for a lot of this, but you have your own abilities when it comes to the occult.
Mm.
And more to the point, you also have something of a familiarity, shall we say?
Mm. Wanted or otherwise.
Wanted or otherwise. And you find a Pathfinder Chronicle. The local library doesn't have a huge collection of the Pathfinder Chronicles, but they have a select number, especially for events that have happened around Sevenarches.
Mm.
And as you're reading through it, it contains a small footnote regarding an area known as the Thin Lands.
Oh, good. Mm-hmm.
It is described as a colorless forest located in the shadowy realm of Nighthold. It was once ruled by an exiled eldest known as Count Ranalak.
Count.
Renault.
Ranalk? There we go.
Yeah.
I have two Galarian lore masters for players, so this is great. Otherwise,
Spelling there, sorry.
Lord Renault.
Thank you.
Count, apparently.
Count.
Oh, Count. Yeah, Count Renault.
Cool.
But
Nighthold. Would I have ever been to Nighthold?
probably not now.
Okay.
Additionally, kind of looking back and through the records, because you know some of the things to actually look for. Some of the earliest accounts of the town talk about a slender creature lurking in the shadows. And the description seems very similar to what you've received of Mr. Slim. Some of these records date back a millennia.
Cool, so this is a hella ancient guy. Or there's multiple of them and they're a race of something. That's...
Yeah.
Hmm.
Otherwise, that is about all I can really give you from the library.
Mm.
And yes, unfortunately, the librarian is starting to be a little bit exasperated by some of the questions being fielded by Compostifer.
I want to know the average age of death of every mule for the last 20 years. And
What do they sound like?
cross-reference that with how attractive they are. Because I think I'm onto something.
She looks very concerned for a couple of moments before she's like, "Oh, would you look at the time? We have to close the library. The tree has to go to sleep now."
Okay. Yikes.
As for you, Veliana, the library doesn't really contain much to the arcane whatsoever.
Yeah.
And you eventually kind of get the feeling you think you're on a right path, looking up shadow magic, that kind of thing, but you just keep running into the academic equivalent of brick walls.
Yeah, I get a whole entire theory, and then Felix comes back with some information, and essentially I have 3 pieces of paper scribbled with notes, crumple them up, throw them over my shoulder, start again, and Tara comes back, let out a huff and sigh, rip up a couple pages.
Sorry.
Look what I found in
No,
this
it's
copper
fine.
driftwood.
Just information that would have been useful 45 goddamn minutes ago.
I'm still not sure if it's the same creature from millennia ago or if it's a race of them in this area. Either way, it's not looking good.
Well, we already knew that Mr. Slim was powerful. It's a good chance that it might be a part of a family, and just this is the current incarnation of sorts.
Because the idea of facing a millennia-old creature that's had that long to build up strength is not something I'm fond of.
Well, the planes to have different temporal movements.
Good point.
specifically, at least the shadow plane and our plane is fairly similar, albeit like distances are different. But if you're talking about the thin lands and Count Renalk, that's more fair, which does move at drastically different.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Colorless forest. Why is everything gotta be colorless these days? Ugh.
All that
Combustible
said-
stares at Antara.
Glow a little brighter.
You will be found by one of the Oak Stewards, who asks that apparently Lemma would like to see all of you in her office.
Okay.
And they have lunch for us? There will be lunch?
He looks to the sun and goes, "Afternoon tea, but yes."
Very good, lead the way, sir. Don't know why we're waiting. Delay no further.
He
You're
gets like this when he's hungry.
when he's hungry.
Get the rumblies.
No, not gonna say it. Well, just to remind people what Lemma actually works like.
Ah, yes.
Oh no.
Hello.
Thank you.
Gelfling.
That's. Oh my. Thank you, Nick. I was trying to place where I
Yeah,
was like, she's familiar somehow. Gelfling. Yes.
of course, Nick would be well aware of what they look like.
Wow.
He gestures off to one side, where there's another person waiting for all of you.
Ah,
Ah.
Oh, have
There you go.
you thought of using some makeup?
or a
Could
hat.
give you some tips.
I'm
Look.
getting you some sunglasses.
Look,
I don't think that would help.
sorry if I look stressed. I've been dealing with diplomats all day.
Yes, stress. That was what we were talking about.
Also, the strain of being here is a little bit taxing.
Oh, mental projection. Gotcha.
Yes. So, you wanted to see me.
Superman villain.
I had a vision from the other side.
Oh,
Felix was injured. He climbed across a rope. The rope snapped as I was following him because I didn't want him to get hurt, and then I fell and I was falling to my death, and then all of a sudden there was a light, and then I remembered a thing, and then apparently I appeared in the tower beside Felix.
okay. He has his notebook out and he's making furious notes.
Yeah.
Like, this is the first instance of anyone remembering anything from their time.
It's blurry.
Well, any details you can give me will be helpful. But the pure
I was
fact that you
mounted.
remember
I don't know what it was.
Okay.
There was an army.
Okay.
I was controlling an army against something, someone, creatures, something.
Alright. Okay, so it's a hazy memory. And you're sure it was a memory, not some sort of projection?
It felt like trying to remember a dream you've just had.
Okay.
Like,
That
you know, when you're very much aware of the dream, you kind of wake up and then it starts to slip and you'd like lose it. It was that sort of losing the memory thing, I
Okay.
think.
Alright. That does make a lot of sense. Alright. Well,
I had been thinking about it a fair bit when I was trying to get to sleep last night, and I have an idea to propose. It happened when Antara was about to fall off a roof, and perhaps we could recreate the circumstances by throwing Antara off a cliff and seeing if again she falls up.
I would like to not do that, actually. Because it was not comfortable in there, in that memory.
Oh, I see.
Edward kind of considers it for a moment and goes, probably not. Although there's probably safer ways to recreate the situation
Maybe.
or the scenario.
Maybe Simon? I don't know.
Potentially. But that'll be something for when you actually get back to Ustalav.
Cool. I just thought that was kind of important to let you know.
No, absolutely. Don't worry about it. It's fine. He winces. He winces a little bit, obviously, kind of feeling the strain.
Yeah.
Now, how is your investigation going?
We found another who's been afflicted by the gatewalking as well.
Okay.
He's currently in the druid's dungeon? Question mark?
Lemon nods.
It seems as though a cryptid sought them out specifically.
Cryptid. Okay.
And
yes.
his mask is
Slim.
attached to his face.
Okay, so
But to answer your question regarding the investigation, as those are actually somewhat tangents, the gates are in the center of the city are in fact fake.
I did suspect that.
That was
Lemma-
the actual investigation.
Yeah, quite right.
Lemma pipes up and goes, "If you could not spread that around, please. We have decoys in the city, so we don't have, like, tourists chomping and clamping all the way through the forest looking for the actual ones."
Fair.
Yeah. This was just part of why we were sent here.
No, that's fine. I also received a report from the gate, like those I had assigned to the Arch Plaza.
Oops, sorry.
Stand up,
Your
chap.
safety protocols are, in fact, quite good.
Yes, no, we're going to be enhancing some of our policies.
just a dry like. Ha, ha, ha. But we did also learn that this Mr. Slim is in fact responsible for Curse originally, the Nubliate.
The local cryptid for Sevenarches?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, that's an interesting connection.
And
Because
they're looking at
broke.
replicating it.
The curse broke the night of the missing moment.
He plans to bring it
It
back.
went through a
stronger.
gate.
Well, although I get the feeling you're already all investigating this, I encourage you to investigate it further.
Huh.
Yes?
Mr. Slim went through a goddamn gate.
Mr. Slim went through a gate. Yeah, that's. I hate that. If he's been changed more as well. Oh god, he's going to be even stronger than we thought.
Well,
Or weaker. We don't know how exactly they interact.
Yeah.
Look, I have a bigger question. Well, he turns to Lemmer and goes, "Does this Mr. Slim have an actual name?" She kind of goes, "Not that we know of. There's
I
always
haven't
been
found anything.
there's always just kind of been this aura of fear around even knowing it."
A millennia back,
Wait,
it was
wait.
just the tall, slender creature in the shadows. From the info we found at the library, anyway.
Lemma, can you repeat that?
There's just always been an aura of fear around knowing his name.
So he does have a name, and it has been known in the past.
I mean, assumedly, the attacks are usually so rare that it's not. We occasionally have monster hunters come through, try to investigate the situation, but nothing usually comes up. But increasing attacks by shadow creatures, it's kind of. Well, she gestures to all of you. Dr. Riddleson kind of goes, "Well, I think, Valiano, we're kind of going on the same thought wave here. Creatures of particular power, creatures not of the material plane, will sometimes assume a moniker to obfuscate their true names. Because
And
true
that is
names,
true name with the capital.
yes, true names hold power, especially for these kind of beings or entities. I feel like if you are to have any chance of confronting this creature, this Mr. Slim, might not be your first step, but definitely one of the steps will be to find his true name.
It is proving already more difficult than I thought.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I do suggest you continue with this investigation. It appears to be going in a direction. It all seems to be linking, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. With the Ayadara. I'll set her guide us.
Now, my plan is to be in Kyonin for the next couple of days, and I will be stopping through here on my way back to Ustalav.
I'll
So-
write down any other memories I have of the other side, if anything else comes to me. So, not to bother you again.
I appreciate
then.
it. He kind of gives another wince. But yes, I'm probably going to have to go very soon. I should be in your locality in the next week.
Stay safe.
Can't wait.
And with that, he disappears.
Antara,
Hmm.
if you want, perhaps I could aid you in trying to remember some of the stuff. I don't claim to be as good as, Oh, I'm actually blanking on the name.
Simon?
Simon! Yeah, Simon, but I do know a thing or two about, mental, magics.
Let's focus on Mr. Slim for now.
Oh, I was mainly talking about our downtime.
Oh, yes.
When you get
I'm
downtime.
happy to do that.
Like an hour before we go to bed.
Fair enough.
I'd rather not approach it again before bed, but
After waking up.
yeah, that's a great idea when the sun is up.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, dinner proceeds much as the day before did. You've mostly spent the day, talking to people. Spent most of it in the library. And was fruitful in some instances, not in others. But, before bed, did the two of you want to do that kind of mind-melding thing? Or did you want to leave it for the next day?
Well, what phase of the moon are we looking at?
I want to say 3/4?
Yeah. I did want to buy a scroll first, because there was a spell on my spell list that I was looking at and decided against, but I'd like to pick up that scroll and learn that spell.
Okay. Well, first level spells are
totally
easy
fair.
enough to pick up.
Yeah.
So we need to do it tomorrow anyways, because I'm out of first level spells.
Yeah.
Alright.
Happy to accompany you to buy them or whatever. I don't understand spells, so.
So that's gonna be 4 gold. And I'm picking up the spell Mind Link.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Doesn't do exactly what is being said, but I mean it's thematic.
I'd be like, well, since you're helping with the investigation, I could throw you a gold for it.
I'll happily take it.
Wonderful.
Well,
I'll remove a gold and you can add one.
easy enough.
Yeah, learning spells though, that's just a cult check.
You can just
yes.
feed it to your familiar, right?
Yes.
Yum, yum.
But it's still...
Yeah,
it's whatever your spell list is. So if you're from the Arcana school, it'll be an Arcana.
I'm occultism.
Then an occultism it is.
Oh, that does it.
Yeah,
Well
nope.
done.
Nice.
Get done
I
10
think-
minutes.
I think I actually don't consume the scroll then.
Pretty sure you
Probably
don't
not.
either. Though
Which is
that's-
funny given the
Yeah.
familiar, but
Yeah. He will burn... Dalanax will burn it away with his fairy fire. And although he seems very content and very full with however he has consumed this, the scroll remains.
Huh.
All that said, Compostifer,
Yeah.
when you wake up,
Mhm.
question mark, the next morning,
Mhm.
you notice a strange symbol has been carved into the inside of your door.
No.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Halfway,
Uh,
so inside the room. So this wouldn't have been done from the hallway.
sure. Yeah.
How deep do you sleep?
Yeah. Pretty deep. 6 foot. Do I recognize the symbol?
Well,
Be the obvious question.
the description that I've been given of the symbol is halfway between that of a 5-pointed star and an elongated stick figure.
Oh yeah, nice
Mm-mm.
description.
As
All
you
right, that's moderately alarming. I'm very awake now.
As you examine the symbol, however, you get the sensation of it moving, but the symbol itself stays still.
Mhm.
But there's also that thought in your mind that it's kind of reaching out towards you.
Right. Okay. Look, without getting too close, but without taking my eyes off it, I'm gonna call out to Felix, or whomever can hear me. I'll start with Felix, I guess. Felix.
What?
Can you have a look at this? Maybe. Hello? Is anyone else there? Can you maybe come and have a look at this, Feliana? I don't know.
I'm gonna come into his room expecting him to be showing me something on his body and just.
Just like, oh no, oh no.
Mm.
Just, Felix, hair is growing in places that are weird.
Sometimes the body changes and it's not really your fault, but sometimes it is.
Compostifer purposefully doesn't open the door all the way, only like half ajar, but like pulls you through, sort of thing, and then closes it again and points at the symbol at the back of the door. That
I mean,
was not there last night.
that's a very good man that you've carved into someone else's door.
Unfortunately, I didn't do this.
Ah, okay. Hmm.
This happened while I slept.
Hey, Felix,
Hey,
as you're kind of dragged into the room, Compostifer seems very concerned about the door, but you notice something that perhaps Compostifer missed.
radical.
Carved above the bed in the wall, facing the
hell?
door,
My dude.
are the words, "Through the cracks in the world, I am watching you." And I'm going to leave the
Okay.
session there.
Rad.
Alright.
Rad.
Look at you go, man. That's fucked.
Hey,
No,
so,
well done.
like, not
Well
to
done.
destroy anything, could you just quickly check your Discord for a message I sent you?
Who, Matt or me?
Matt.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Mm.
Would you like me to use that picture instead?
I would like it. Can you just like put it up now for like a quick little vote, or
I don't think there's a quick way for me to do it.
beans?
I mean, you could
Through
probably
the cracks in the world, I'm watching you.
Yes.
I'm gonna be real with you, Compy. Like, I don't know what you got up to last night, but
No.
stop it.
Oh, hi, Captain.
Yeah. This
Or I
will-
guess continue. Maybe I'm not really sure what to make of this.
Delion is totally down to help you get to the bottom of this when she's there.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm going to end the session there. Our players seem to be investigating rather well. They're getting along with the whole thing. I hope people are creepified enough, but not too much.
Mm-hmm.
The vibes are nice and good, I'm feeling so far. Definitely more X-Files than horror movie, which is kind of what I was after.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Like, there's a bit of spook, but it's kind of mainly comprised to. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a whole like trend.
Yeah,
It's not like X-Files, but
a sense of disquiet.
hmm.
Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, and then
Horrifically good show.
oh, SCP.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking of.
There's definitely some SCP vibes that kind of go through this entire adventure path. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Like,
I love it.
I've read ahead on the adventure, and there are some things that I have already kind of, in my mind, headed off at the pass, so to speak, and have done my alterations to. But I'm glad everyone is enjoying it so far.
Very much.
I hope everyone who's watching is enjoying it as well. It's always great to see the chat moving. And I know it's been doing really well on YouTube as well. Like I said at the start, so I do appreciate that. But with our heroes continuing their investigation, having defeated Bolan the Druid, they are now investigating a local cryptid by the name of Mr. Slim, who seems to be some sort of shadow creature with some very...
By the alias, its name's not Mr. Slim.
Of course
We
not.
learned that.
Known as Mr. Slim.
With that all said, however, if you want to find out how their investigation continues, you will have to join us next week at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, I think. Wait, Daylight Savings is near, isn't it?
Oh, it's about to switch next
I think
week.
it's next week, yeah.
Next week?
Ooh,
Okay,
yeah.
so 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time should still be fine. We will be continuing Gatewalkers for Pathfinder 2nd Edition, presented by Tabletop Obscura, by Paizo Publishing, powered by Foundry VTT, with music by Michael Galaty. I hope you have a good day, good night, good week, no matter where you are in the world. The VOD for this should be up in like 48 hours or so. Next week, we should be back with Hoist the Colors. I'm hoping.
Alright.
It's just we've been having a little bit of a mismatch with Easter and player availabilities, and they're coming into the final leg of the second book. So I really want everyone to be there for it. I hope everyone understands that.
Oh yeah.
And be sure to keep an ear to the ground and an eye on social media for when I actually have organized the Rusthenge game. I want to pull Dwarf in for it if I can, and a few other people. So we'll see how that goes. But otherwise, like I said before, I hope you have a good day, good night, and good week, no matter where you are in the world. I'm going to find someone to raid, but I'll probably do that off stream. But remember, as always, we are the storytellers. Good night, everyone.
Good night.